From cryptid spirits to unwanted sightings to massive alligator attacks, these are some terrifying trail cam videos that will surely knock you down. Cryptic Owlman? At first, in the eerie pitch-black night amidst the looming mountains deep within a cave, an unsettling figure emerged. The chilling darkness filled with haunting echoes sent shivers down the spine of the man recording the video. Then, in the inky depths, he spied something concealed beneath the jagged rocks. It was no ordinary creature. It bore an uncanny resemblance to an owl, but it had a human face. A shocking revelation indeed. This enigmatic being, a cryptic paranormal entity, had two human eyes and an owl-like face, with an owl-like nose while its lips remained hidden. Its origins were a mystery, and its purpose even more so. It seemed as if it were a native dweller of this desolate cave, a creature so surreal and eerie. Silently it observed the man, its gaze fixated, unwavering, as if aware of his presence, instilling a sense of foreboding in the man. What could this mysterious, otherworldly being be doing here? Questions swirled in the man's mind as he continued to capture this uncanny encounter on camera, a disturbing enigma in the heart of the desolate mountainous darkness. Black Witch. Let's picture a dark abandoned house in which the camera captured a chilling and mysterious sight. Amidst the pitch-black night, a flashlight beam revealed a cryptic figure, possibly a witch. This eerie being had impossibly thin, stick-like legs and similarly twig-like hands. Its appearance was reminiscent of a woolen doll, with thread-like hair and a black woolen body. What made it truly unsettling was the fact that it hung in the air, slowly descending as if defying gravity. This wasn't any ordinary toy. It was a creepy, supernatural presence lurking in the shadows of the house. As the camera rolled, it appeared that other paranormal entities were also at play, working to make the atmosphere even more unsettling and frightening. The mystery surrounding this strange occurrence remained unsolved, leaving us with many questions and a lingering sense of dread. It's still unknown what these entities were and what they were doing in that eerie, sealed house, adding to the overall sense of unease in the dark, haunted setting. A Bigfoot? Deep within the dark, mysterious forest at night, a trail camera recorded something truly strange. A massive, pitch-black figure emerged. Some suggest it might be the elusive Bigfoot. This colossal and dark entity moved swiftly, sending shivers down the spine of anyone watching. Its enormous form seemed like a nightmare come to life, and the air quivered with fear as it darted through the underbrush. Its purpose remained a mystery. Was it seeking safety or something else in the sinister woods? The camera, like a sentinel in the eerie darkness, captured glimpses of this creature, a true mystery that defies logic. It served as a reminder that Bigfoot's secrets endure in the shadowy forest, shrouded in darkness. The mysterious creature. The camera captured a rare and puzzling sight. It was a scene in the dense forest. The recording unveiled a creature unlike any seen before. It stood hiding behind the sturdy trunk of a tree, shrouded in an air of mystery. This enigmatic being, though resembling a bird, held an eerie quality that defied the norms of nature. The creature's appearance was far from ordinary. It was not looking like a normal creature or being. Its countenance bore a haunting visage with deep abyssal eyes and a face akin to that of a skeletal figure with no hairs on its head. Its presence invoked a sense of unease, a riddle that left all who beheld it in a state of wonder and doubt. This is a peculiar or unknown nature that had never been seen before, an unfamiliar species to all who roamed the woods. Its existence sparked suspicion and doubt, prompting questions that popped in the minds of those who encountered the footage. It represented a grand enigma, seemed very unfamiliar, leaving observers captivated by its mysterious allure. The woods held their secrets close, guarding this extraordinary creature, ensuring that its true nature remained a tantalizing puzzle for all. Cryptid Spirit. Night. Mysterious creatures. Deep in the dense, unforgiving forest, a mysterious scene unfolded in front of a camera, making anyone who dared to watch it feel their blood run cold. The footage showed a horrifying picture, a strange creature covered in tangled hair with a skull-like head that had no flesh. It wasn't an animal or a person, but a monstrous, infant-like presence that moved in a disturbing way. But terror wasn't alone in this scary place. Another creature emerged from the shadows, a huge nightmare with twisted horns and a face hidden under layers of bones. It charged forward with a wicked plan, ready to attack. The fear in this unearthly footage was real and intense. This eerie and chilling natural event, a mystery on its own, left everyone who saw it trembling with fear. Were they enjoying some evil pleasure or just taking part in a creepy dance of horror? The answer, hidden in darkness, remained unknown. Ghostly Forest. Deep in a spooky, dark forest, there's a story that will give you chills day and night. A trail camera recorded something so unsettling that it's etched into our minds. In this scary forest, strange things happen. As the camera records, something eerie stirs in the woods, showing ghostly figures that make you shiver. Are they trapped spirits cursed by the forest's history, or is it something we can't understand? The forest itself feels evil, with trees twisted into creepy shapes, like bony fingers reaching out to scare you. You can hear footsteps you can't see, reminding you that you're all alone. Get ready for a journey where fear is your only friend, and the line between real life and nightmares blurs. This terrifying video reminds us of the horrors waiting for those who dare to explore. Will you be brave enough to watch, or will the darkness take over? Mothman Hunt. A group of explorers in America decided to attract and capture the infamous Mothman, a strange and eerie creature that is believed to exist. They set it off in the wilderness, setting a small trap and holding their large torchlights. Suddenly, one of the men senses something very strange. As he turns back to look at it, he sees two large glowing eyes. He gets startled and tells his companions about them. After that, the group searches the forest, walking deeper into the woods in the middle of the night. As they walk into the wilderness, they notice some strange and eerie noises coming from within the woods.
What was that?
Look at that limb moving.
Yeah, I see it move.
They hear weird screeches and haunting sounds from within the woods. They are left startled and confused. One of the men sees a glimpse of something deep behind the trees. They have set a trap to capture whatever creature is present in the woods and making the eerie noises. Many weird and creepy things happen with the group. Their torches are lit with fire, and the eerie sounds and screeches do not stop. The group keeps searching the entire area to find and unravel the hidden mysteries of the dense forest. What do you think will happen next?
What's up, Buck?
We got stuff falling out from the trees. We got all kind of movement going around us.
Roaming Spirit. In the dimly lit police department corridors late at night, an unexplained and eerie spectacle unfolded. A chilling video hidden in the archives suddenly emerged, revealing an enigmatic figure dancing amidst the darkness. It was no earthly being, but a special visitor from unknown realms. The vigilant police officer on duty watched with dread as the alien presence moved eerily, reporting it to superiors and setting off a chain of chilling events that gripped the town in fear. News of this unearthly apparition spread rapidly, captivating reporters and townsfolk alike. Late-night debates ensued, with some speculating whether the police department had become a portal to the supernatural, while others whispered of a lingering spirit seeking retribution. In that harrowing moment captured on film, a shroud of mystery descended upon the police department. Blurring the line between reality and the shadowy realms that lie beyond. Ghostly forest creature. Deep within the dark woods beneath the eerie moonlight, a scary scene unfolded. Two men visiting the forest found themselves in a strange and unsettling situation. It all began innocently enough, but a sudden feeling of dread gripped their hearts, making every step feel heavy with fear. As they ventured deeper into the woods, their flashlights cut through the thick darkness, revealing only more mystery. Their voices, once confident, now quivered with anxiety. And then, out of nowhere, it appeared, a horrifying creature, something not of this world. Fear surged through them as the creature emitted terrifying screams. Panic took hold, and they fled for their lives, leaving behind a world that had turned into a nightmare.
Go! No! Run!
The pursuit of the grotesque creature continued, a relentless terror that refused to let them go. This was a nightmarish encounter, leaving all who witnessed it in a state of profound fear. No one could explain what that creature was or why it lurked in the woods. It was a chilling mystery that would haunt their memories, forever etched in the darkest corners of their minds.
The fuck? What the?
Forest cryptic terror. Deep within the eerie woods, a camera captured a terrifying figure. It revealed a creature that could haunt even the bravest hearts. The creature's appearance was grotesque and perplexing, like a twisted blend of a gorilla and a deformed human. Its features were monstrous, as though it had sprung from the darkest corners of our worst dreams. Its body, shrouded in blackness, seemed to be a product of the very night. Only the faint glow of the camera's flashlight dared to unveil this malevolent presence. Its eyes emitted an otherworldly, chilling glare that sent shivers down the spines of those who beheld it. Its movements were eerie and unnatural, each step sending tremors through anyone who witnessed the horrifying spectacle. Whispers in the forest told conflicting tales. Some believed it to be a guardian of the woods, an ancient entity watching over its domain. Others, however, dared to speak the unthinkable. If it was a nameless nightmarish being, a terror beyond reason or purpose. In the heart of that forsaken wood, the camera had captured a terror beyond imagination, an enigma that would forever haunt those curious enough to seek the truth. The sinister secret of the woods remained buried, hidden in the darkness. A horror that defied explanation and struck fear into the hearts of all who glimpsed its ghastly form. Cryptid UFO sighting. As the sun set, casting long shadows over the city, something weird happened in the darkening sky. A man on his balcony noticed it and couldn't believe his eyes. There, in the twilight, a strange figure appeared, a mix of pink and purple, almost like a scary ghost.
Oh my gosh! Look at it, it's behind the tree, what is that?
It wasn't an ordinary drone, and it moved in a way that didn't make sense. It felt like it came from another world. The video of this bizarre sight went viral online, and everyone had their theories. Some said it was a UFO, something from outer space. But that's not where the weirdness ended. Two more of these pink and purple things showed up in the sky, flying alongside the first one. Then one of them just fell from the sky and disappeared, while the other stayed like it was keeping watch. The presence of these strange things got everyone talking and feeling a bit scared. Nobody could figure out what they were, and it left a spooky feeling in the air as something beyond our understanding had come to visit. Cryptic Dogman. In a pitch-black setting, a camera captured a truly frightening scene. It was a place hidden in darkness, where shadows consumed everything in their path. In this void, the camera revealed something spine-chilling, a strange creature that looked like a terrifying mix of a man and a dog, a massive dogman. This unsettling presence, akin to a ghostly figure, stayed concealed in the shadows, making the eerie atmosphere even more intense. If you look closely, it seems just like a huge dogman. Whispers spread among the witnesses because no one had ever seen such an unholy sight in this desolate location. Fear draped over the land as people grappled with understanding what they had witnessed. The creature remained hidden, heightening the sense of dread. No one dared to ponder the true identity or purpose of this otherworldly intruder in this forsaken part of the world. It was a sinister mystery, a puzzling enigma that left people trembling with fear. The image continued to haunt their thoughts, a symbol of the unknown terrors that might dwell in the darkest corners of existence, forever etched in their memories. Camera captures terror. In the depths of the darkest night, where shadows dance and the veil between realms grow thin, a camera captures something genuinely unsettling. Imagine the scene, total darkness, like a canvas for fear to paint its terrifying picture. There, in the stillness of obscurity, a tale of terror unfolded. The camera's unblinking eye recorded a scene that would chill the most resolute of souls. A weird figure appeared in front of the camera. It looked kind of human, but its movements were all wrong, like a puppet controlled by a wicked puppeteer. This figure had a nightmarish face with empty eyes and a mouth that whispered creepy things in a language nobody understood. But the worst part was yet to come. In a nightmarish climax, the creature tumbled down the stairs in a chaotic, bone-chilling fall. It made horrifying cracking sounds and screamed in a way that felt like it was tearing apart reality itself. Where did this horrifying thing come from, and what brought it into that house? Nobody knew the answers. The video left everyone who saw it in total shock. It's a chilling reminder that in the dead of night, when the world sleeps and darkness reigns, unimaginable horrors may lurk just beyond what we can see. Enlightened creature. In a mysterious place in Peru, a camera saw something very strange. It was a super bright light in a garden, so dazzling that no one could figure out what it was. A man who lived nearby noticed this strange light and got curious. He took a flashlight and went to the garden to check it out. When he got there, he saw something that looked like a human but was very strange. It scared him a little, but he took his phone and quickly took 2 pictures of it. But before he could understand what was happening, the strange creature disappeared. People in the town started talking about it. They wondered what that creature was and where it had come from. The pictures taken by the camera didn't reveal much, adding to the mystery. Then things got even stranger. The camera captured images of black helicopters flying around. People whispered that these helicopters were doing secret government stuff, maybe even hunting for mysterious creatures. The truth behind all this remained hidden, a puzzle that no one could solve. The once peaceful garden had become a place of mysteries, and the pictures held the secrets. This strange tale would be talked about for a long time, leaving everyone with more questions than answers. Spooky entity. In a dimly lit child's room, something truly unsettling unfolded before the camera's watchful gaze. The room itself seemed like a black hole, swallowing all traces of light and leaving behind a sense of eerie unease. At the heart of this sinister setting stood a crib. Perched atop it was a mere 2-year-old child. What held the viewer's eyes and sent chills racing down their spine was the dreadful wailing coming from the child. It was the typical cry of a distressed toddler, but a sound that seemed to carry a burden of unearthly sorrow. The child's eyes, which should have been innocent and bright, glowed with an eerie light, casting an unnatural pallor across the room. For an excruciating 22 seconds, the child clung to the crib's edge, defying gravity, before tumbling onto the mattress below. It was a chilling descent that defied any rational explanation. How had such a tiny child managed to reach such perilous heights? What sinister force had driven this unsettling display? The terror did not stop there. When questions were posed to the child's parents, a disturbing truth emerged. This was not some staged performance. It was a disturbing reality they had witnessed before. The room seemed to bear witness to inexplicable horrors, and an aura of fear seemed to envelop the crib. In the realm of the unexplained, this account of a toddler's eerie ascent and mournful cries remained an unsolved mystery, a ghostly presence that would linger in the mind long after the camera had ceased recording. Forest encounter. The camera uploaded something mysterious and different. It was a very rare sight that happened. The lady was sleeping in a van. She woke up very early in the morning and also at midnight. Here is the big reason why she was woken up very early in the morning. Someone knocked her van. She woke up with fear. She asked how I can help you, but no one answered. There was no response. But also here's footprints of someone. This was repeated 3 times that she heard the footprints of someone.
Yeah, somebody was just here again 3 times now. The 3rd time I looked out, they were walking on foot.
It was a very scary and spine-chilling scene. The lady in the van said that he was hiding behind the tree and went to the car again and again in the next morning. She came out of the car and she saw a footprint of a big man. It was printed on snow. It was looking very mysterious and cryptic. This was a deep and great mystery that was on the outside of the van. Is it being a paranormal creature or being or something else? The air was filled with truly enigma and fear, and this mystery remains unrevealed still.
Somebody's back here again. I hear footprints.
Hello? How can I help you?
Paranormal entity. One night in a very dark room, a young boy lay fast asleep in his bed. He had wrapped a warm blanket around himself. He was in a very deep sleep. In that room, there was a window covered with curtains. These curtains were gently moving in the air. The air was filled with true enigma and fear. All of a sudden, the boy's blanket was swiftly pulled away. The camera captured something strange. There, outside the window beside his bed, stood a lady dressed in white. Her long hair fell over her face, hiding it. She was looking right at the sleeping boy. It was a scene that sent shivers down the spine of anyone who saw it, a moment filled with true mystery and fear. This mysterious figure, this woman in white, remained a puzzle. No one knew where she came from or why she was there. The room was filled with an eerie atmosphere, a feeling of something beyond the ordinary. It was really a paranormal creature. The secret of this haunting event is still unknown, leaving us all with a lingering sense of unease. It was also not found out what happened to the boy next. It was still a puzzle, and this put all the people in curiosity and suspense. Ripples of terror. The video begins with a calming sight surrounded by lustrous trees in the background and a breathable atmosphere. The camera is focused on a small pond with foliage and greenery around its rim, making it a spectacular sight to witness. But who knows that this tranquility will bring a series of peculiar and gruesome events. By diving more into the video, a man is seen lunging big strokes with a long stick in the pond, creating giant unruly ripples disturbing the serenity of the atmosphere. These massive waves and the provocative sound concerned the underlying creature. In no time, a rowdy reptile, a savage eater, plunged out of the small pond in all its wrath and anger. Witnessing this hapless crocodile creeping with lightning and devouring speed had left the spectator terrified and amused at the same time. It is seen in the video that the massive predator was ready to dismember its prey with its deadly death rolls if there was not any fencing around the pond. The video provides us with a testimony to the savage and gruesome nature of an unruly crocodile.
That is crazy.
A demonic ritual. Wandering through the perilous trails of an abandoned forest during one of the darkest nights of the century, the camera stumbled upon a demonic ritual surrounded by unholy creatures. The night of terror was filled with excessive panting of the lost traveler because he had accidentally witnessed a satanic ritual. As soon as the video plunges word, the camera zooms over a huge satanic figure with giant horns, his bloodied eyes gawking hideously over the poor traveler, who seemed to have disrupted the unholy gathering. This nerve-wracking scene can be felt in heavy gasping. Within seconds, the sinister being started looking at the invader. A sudden darkness prevailed, and the ritual vanished into a thin air. The demonic Satan with his unholy worshippers gathered over him like a lurking shadow of death and despair. The camera seems to shift briskly to portray the traveler's attempt to escape his death. At the same time, the lens zoomed over the anguished cries of the pilgrim, which were drowned out by Satan's and his witch's wicked laughter, their sinister echoes resounding through the night as they seized their victim. Forest nightmares. Deep within a spooky forest at night, an innocent journey turned into a frightful nightmare. The darkness wrapped everything like a heavy blanket, hiding terrifying secrets beneath its black cover. In this creepy darkness, a lonely camera struggled to capture the scary essence of the place. It saw things that would give even the bravest person nightmares. Twisted trees with branches like bony fingers clawed at the night sky as if trying to escape their cursed fate. Then it happened. A sound so strange and spine-chilling that it seemed to come from the very soul of the forest. The air itself quivered in fear. Whoever had dared to explore this forsaken place was now frozen in terror. Shaking hands, he reached for a flashlight to break through the oppressive darkness. Its feeble light danced around, revealing gnarled roots and creepy shadows that seemed to move with evil intent. And there, in that eerie glow, the horror revealed itself. A monstrous figure, not quite human but not quite beast, perched among the ghostly trees. Its shape was twisted and nightmarish, like something from a terrible dream. Its eyes, dark as coal, glinted with malice as it let out a dreadful cry, a sound that sent shivers down the spine and hinted at unspeakable horrors. The terrified witness, unable to comprehend the nightmare before them, fled for their life. The forest, once a place of curiosity, had turned into a maze of terrifying visions. As they stumbled through the underbrush, the creature's haunting wails echoed through the trees, a chilling reminder of the unknown terrors lurking in the forest. Even now, the story lives on as a whispered legend of the mysterious and dreadful creature that hides in the impenetrable darkness of the woods. What was that horrifying thing? What sinister purpose did it serve in the heart of the shadows? The answers remain concealed, forever hidden by the eerie charm of the forest at night. Mysterious existence of alien. Deep in the mysterious unknown, where reality and speculation blend, there's a whispered secret that's puzzled us for ages. Do aliens exist? It's a question that's been with us for generations, and as time goes on, it seems like we're no closer to solving the puzzle of extraterrestrial life. One night, as everyone looked up to the sky, something bizarre unfolded. A video emerged, captured in the dark of night, and it sent shivers down spines. The camera, a mere observer of the unexplainable, caught something astonishing: a UFO. This flying object, clearly not of earthly origin, glided silently through the skies like a ghostly visitor from the cosmos. This strange sight, undeniably real but profoundly puzzling, left everyone in awe. Who or what was inside this otherworldly craft? Was it a sign from the great unknown, a message from distant stars, or just a trick of light and shadows? The answers remained hidden, concealed within the mysteries of the universe. So a meeting was called at the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, known as AARO, where experts gathered to decipher this cosmic enigma. Their mission: to uncover the truth about these celestial guests, to reveal what lay behind the veil of secrecy. Days turned into weeks as investigators combed through human knowledge in search of answers. Yet, despite their tireless efforts, the truth remained just out of reach. No concrete proof of these visitors' existence emerged from the shadows. The UFO, like a phantom, continued to defy understanding, leaving us to wonder if it was a glimpse into a world beyond our grasp, or simply a mirage in the vast unknown. As uncertainty blankets us, the question remains, do you believe in aliens? The answer, wrapped in mystery, is a personal choice. The universe's secrets are as endless as the cosmos itself, a vast maze of enigmas waiting to be unraveled. Dinosaur skeleton. In the province of Yunnan, China, during road and site construction, an eerie discovery unfolded before the camera's lens. It revealed a skeletal figure of utmost strangeness. Upon thorough investigation, the Department of Paleontology made an astonishing claim. This was the fossilized remains of a dinosaur from the Jurassic era, a staggering 180 million years in the past. What made it even more bizarre was that this ancient relic appeared remarkably well preserved. Maintaining its form throughout the eons, its hind legs, an eerie relic of prehistory, stood starkly intact, defying the ravages of time. This wondrous specimen stretched an astonishing length of 9 meters, a testament to a world long gone by. As days passed, the mystery deepened. Another dinosaur skeleton, a distant cousin perhaps, was unearthed and rescued nearly 500 meters away from the first discovery.
The fossils were discovered in Yunnan's Lufeng County last month by road maintenance workers.
The aura of enigma and awe hung heavy in the air as nature's secrets revealed themselves, and the annals of history became vividly apparent. People across the land were left astounded by this uncanny revelation, for it was a glimpse into an ancient past that defied decay and brought the majesty of nature and the mysteries of history closer to the present moment. It is an awe-inspiring spectacle that forever etched itself into the hearts and minds of those fortunate enough to witness this marvel of time's strange and eerie persistence. Eerie Wolverine encounter. In the heart of the forest beneath the mysterious figure. The trail camera recorded a mysterious creature in the midst of a dark forest, revealing a cryptic, bizarre creature wearing a camouflage kind of clothing. It was looking scary, as it was not an average human being wearing such clothing. Such kind of clothing is used by hunters to hide themselves, but this thing caught on camera was bizarre, as it was not known what the figure was doing there. A sinister appearance with a long hairy dress like camouflage clothing was creating terror there and making it more curious, as no human being can dare to go there at such a dangerous place. Maybe it was a paranormal creature wandering there and caught on camera, but still, it's a mystery which needs to be resolved. Such a mysterious creature was not seen yet, and it's curious to have caught such a rare sighting which terrified everyone. Mysterious UFO in sky. One extraordinary night, something amazing happened that left everyone amazed. Have you heard of UFOs? Those mysterious unidentified flying objects that have fascinated people for a long time? Well, on this spooky night, they were real. There was a camera set up to take pictures of the night sky, just like people do every night. But this time, it saw something strange. 3 small lights, which at first looked like stars, were hanging in the dark sky. But then something weird happened. They started moving. These mysterious things moved gracefully and silently, not like anything we've seen before. They didn't follow the rules of gravity. They glided through the sky as if they were weightless. People who saw this couldn't stop talking about it. Some thought these were visitors from far-off planets, UFOs from places we don't even know about coming to visit our part of space.
Against the night sky, those 3 little dots there, look at them. They're moving in concert.
Others weren't so sure and had different ideas. But in the midst of all the excitement about these 3 strange objects, something even stranger happened. A 4th one appeared, just like the others, but it moved incredibly fast. It shot across the sky like a flash and made people doubt what they were seeing. These objects were so mysterious that nobody could figure them out. What were they? Where did they come from? And why were they here in our night sky? These questions puzzled everyone who saw them. That night, the world got a glimpse of things we don't understand. A mysterious dance of unidentified flying objects and a riddle we couldn't solve. The night kept its secrets, and all we could do was wonder about the strange things we saw in the dark sky.
They tried to chase it down. They could not chase it down. And this was rolled out today.
Zombie moose. In the heart of the rugged mountains, a camera captured a strange yet puzzling scene. 2 moose, unlike any ordinary ones, traversed a small grassy expanse with an unhurried grace. Their presence held an air of mystery, their movements a dance of secrets, the grand horns expansive as a dinner plate, sprawled in every direction, adding to their cryptic vibe. Also, a growth of skin hanging from the neck. It is other than normal. It grew very large. These moose were no common sight. They moved in a way that defied the usual, a rhythmic mystery that left no easy answers. Their large, distilled horns protruded like ancient artifacts, carrying an aura of curiosity. As the recording unfolded, one couldn't help but wonder about the depths of their existence. What secrets lie within these haunting creatures? They were a puzzle waiting to be unraveled, a mystery that had remained unsolved for all who came across them. In that mountainous realm, they stood as sentinels of the unknown, leaving behind a mark of curiosity. Unwanted sighting. In a spooky moonlit forest, something unexpected and creepy happened in front of a camera, revealing a strange secret of nature. In the dark, many tree trunks were mysteriously wrapped by a weird, thick white rope. When you look closely, this strange rope seemed to move and twist, giving you a scary feeling. When the camera zoomed in, the weird truth became clear. A giant snake, its long body coiled around many trees like a nightmarish guardian of the forest. Its head was a horrifying mix, not like a horse or a human, but a creepy skeleton face. Its bony face, though it had some horse-like features, didn't make sense in the real world. This mysterious video, a strange proof of things we don't understand, made people who watched it shiver and left them thinking about the weird mysteries hidden in the forest. Massive alligator attack. In the dim, eerie light of the swamp, the camera rolled, revealing a spine-chilling scene. In the heart of the murky pond, a solitary man stood, immersed in the shadowy waters, relentlessly splashing a stick. His face remained concealed within the foreboding darkness, a harbinger of imminent danger. With each splash, ripples coursed through the water's surface, their eerie dance summoning an unfathomable horror from the depths below. It was on the third emphatic splash that the earth seemed to shudder, and from the abyss emerged a colossal alligator, ancient and formidable, its sinister eyes gleaming with ravenous hunger, as though convinced a delectable morsel had fallen into its trap.
A minute or two.
The wild beast's scaly, grotesque form breached the water's surface, jaws agape, revealing a cavernous maw lined with needle-like teeth. Time seemed to halt as the camera froze, capturing the harrowing moment when the alligator's primal instincts took over and the swamp echoed with its sinister presence.
That is crazy, dude.
In that heart-stopping encounter, the man's fate hung by a fragile thread, and the camera bore witness to this terrifying dance with the unknown, an experience that would forever haunt the memories of those who had beheld it. Possessed Woods. Deep in the heart of the forest, something incredibly dark unfolded right before my eyes, captured by the camera's lens. The trees seemed to hold unearthly secrets, and eerie figures like ghostly spirits gathered around a flickering, sinister fire. They moved with an unsettling malevolence, creating a creepy presence. But the scariest thing was the gigantic devil-like creature towering over them all. Its enormous body with menacing horns on its head created a scary outline against the night sky. Its eyes glowed with a strange evil, as if they could see into the unknown. People whispered in hushed tones that this was a kind of black magic, a wicked ritual performed by supernatural creatures. In that moment, the forest turned into a haunted place, a dark hideout for evil beings. The camera had revealed a terrifying truth, and had left me with a lingering fear that this place was forever under the control of devils. Peculiar Fight. In the spooky darkness, an odd scene happens, recorded by a camera that seems to be haunted. Deep in the mysterious forest, a lonely bulldog, driven by some unknown purpose, comes into the camera's view. Suddenly, from the shadows, a quiet lion shows up, staring at the unsuspecting bulldog. With a careful approach, the lion gets closer, and we can't be sure what it's planning in the dark night. They move out of the camera's sight to the left, leaving their creepy encounter to our imagination. But their scary story takes a horrifying turn when they come back into the camera's view. Now, we see the lion clearly as it attacks and eats the helpless bulldog. It's a gruesome and unnatural sight. This eerie and unexpected meeting, caught by a restless camera, reminds us of the mysteries that hide deep in the wilderness. Haunted Store. In the dark of night, inside an everyday superstore, a scary thing happened. Security cameras, like watchful guards, recorded a strange event that made no sense. A shopping cart without any human touch started moving on its own, slowly crawling across the floor with a spooky purpose. This ghostly happening made anyone who saw it feel scared and uneasy. Something strange and ghostly had come into the ordinary world, and its strange actions suggested a presence from another world now haunting this once normal place. Fear took hold of everyone who saw this eerie scene, because in the least expected of places, it seemed like the line between the living and the supernatural had become unclear. It left them with a chilling question: what hidden forces were in the shadows of this once regular superstore? Living Skeleton. In the dark, ancient palace, a camera that had been locked away for a long time recorded a spooky mystery. In the bright daytime, it filmed a scary sight: a tall skeleton dressed in ragged clothes on its bony frame. This skeleton, with a creepy purpose, pushed open a creaky door, went outside, and then strangely came back in through the same door, but from the other side. Time passed slowly, seeming like forever in the presence of such strange events. The giant skeleton, moved by unknown reasons, opened both doors wide, standing eerily on the doorstep. It was a strange dance from the spirit world, a clear sign that the palace was definitely haunted by restless ghosts, creatures of the night who could walk around and make themselves known. It was a spine-chilling proof of the mysterious and unexplained. Curious Fox. In the heart of the midnight wilderness, the trail camera captured an eerie scene. A mysterious fox shrouded in darkness prowled amidst the ancient forest, its gleaming eyes fixated on a lifeless, half-eaten creature. With cautious curiosity, it circled the remains, searching for signs of life, as if communicating with unseen forces. The camera unveiled a haunting dance between predator and prey, a spectral waltz of the natural world. In that chilling moment, the wild revealed its enigmatic, unsettling beauty, leaving an indelible mark on the watcher's soul. Spooky Forest Creature. In a spooky and mysterious forest, the trail camera caught something strange. It was a weird creature with glowing eyes that looked like evil stars, giving the camera a creepy stare. Its gaze was colder and more mysterious than death itself, hiding secrets even darker than the deep, dark woods. as this ghostly creature walked through the eerie forest, moving in a strange and unsettling way. It seemed to be looking for something, but the ground under it made a sad sound like a cursed song. However, it always stayed far away, a ghostly figure forever cursed to hunt without finding. The forest itself was a scary place, with twisted trees and mist that looked ghostly. Every rustle of leaves and every cold breeze seemed to tell scary stories of forgotten souls. The forest felt like it held ancient terrors waiting to be found. Be careful, because in this spooky place, it's hard to tell who's alive and who's not. Our meeting with this mysterious creature reminds us of the scary things that can hide in the darkest parts of nature, unseen and unforgiving. Tehra's Forest Spa. Deep within the eerie forest, the trail camera captured something truly chilling, a Tehra, a sinister and elusive creature. This Tehra seems to know how to revel in the macabre side of life. In the eerie forest solitude, we saw it doing something quite unsettling, rubbing its belly on a gnarled, cursed tree log. As we watch the video, we can't help but shudder at what might be going through the Tehra's malevolent mind. Is it performing some dark forest ritual, or perhaps indulging in forbidden pleasures? Regardless of the reason, this spine-tingling creature is undoubtedly making the most of its haunted forest surroundings. Forest Wildlife Trail Cam Beauty. In this captivating video, a camera person follows a woman deep into the forest, where she sets up her trail camera amidst the lush wilderness, eager to discover nature's wonders. Amidst towering trees adorned with vines and hanging branches, the beauty of the natural world unfolds as sunlight filters through leaves, casting enchanting light and shadow. Then, a magical moment occurs as the trail camera captures fleeting glimpses of various animals, including a graceful deer, showcasing the elegance of the wild in this untouched realm. This video encapsulates the marvels of the wilderness, where every rustle of leaves and every encounter with wildlife serves as a poignant reminder of the exquisite beauty of the natural world, reinforcing the importance of preserving these extraordinary places for generations to come. Eerie orb haunts kitten. On a dark night, a trail camera recorded something seriously eerie and entirely unfamiliar. Imagine this, a peculiar glowing orb of light, almost like it's from another realm, hovering mysteriously in the darkness. It defied logic and sent shivers down your spine, resembling a ghostly figure dancing amidst the shadows. And if that weren't enough to give you the creeps, there's a sweet white kitten cheerfully eating nearby, completely unaware of this strange presence in the background. The stark contrast between the innocent kitten and the spooky glowing orb added an extra layer of fear to the scene. This camera captured a moment where the ordinary and the bizarre collided, leaving you pondering whether there might be something happening beyond our comprehension. It's the kind of experience that lingers, leaving you feeling unsettled and curious to uncover the mystery behind that spooky encounter. Eerie night, smoky ghost. On a really dark and scary night, something really disturbing caught in the trail camera. A young boy was using his gaming camera in front of his house. He had no idea that he was about to see something incredibly frightening. The night was so dark that it made everything even scarier. Suddenly, on his camera screen, he saw something strange. It was like a ghost made of smoke, and it didn't have a clear shape. It moved strangely, almost like it was dancing, but in a really creepy way. This weird thing gave off a really bad feeling, and the boy's heart started to race, and he couldn't even breathe properly. At that moment, it was as if the line between the world of the living and the world of the dead had disappeared. The ghostly figure seemed to be speaking from the past, and it felt like it was trying to pull the boy into some unknown and terrifying place. He was absolutely terrified because this was no normal night. His gaming camera had shown him something so strange and scary, something that mixed the real world with things that should only exist in stories. As he stared at the ghostly figure, he realized that his life had been changed forever, and he would never forget this horrifying experience. Mystery paws uncovered. On a dark and quiet night, a reliable trail camera steps into the spotlight, determined to uncover the mystery of the strange footprints and the sneaky bird food thief. A hidden pond in the shadows becomes the secret hiding spot for this puzzling creature. As the moon shines eerily, the camera's lens captures all the small movements in the wild. As the video progresses, we patiently wait, holding our breath for our nighttime visitor to show itself. The trail camera acts like a detective on a mission, carefully looking around. Its special infrared eyes can see in the dark, checking every part of the pond. Is it a clever fox, a curious raccoon, or maybe a secretive owl that's after the birds? A macaque? In a quiet corner of rural Tennessee, a trail camera unveiled a peculiar secret of the wild. The camera, usually accustomed to capturing native wildlife, unexpectedly documented the presence of a macaque, a species typically confined to the depths of untamed forests. This astonishing sighting raised an alarm, for macaques are known to dwell exclusively in secluded woods. The enigma deepened as the camera revealed the macaque's inexplicable presence, leaving us baffled about its intentions and origin. The footage portrays the macaque's eerie presence as it roams the tranquil rural landscape. The serene forest, once untouched by such outsiders, now seemed haunted by this mysterious interloper, who appeared to have a purpose unbeknownst to us. The lingering question remains: from where did this solitary macaque emerge? And are there more of its kind lurking in the shadows, concealed by the dense foliage? The answer eludes us, shrouding the peculiar encounter in a veil of mystery. Skeletal remains. In the depths of a dark, hidden forest in the shallow lake water, a camera, forgotten by time, uncovered a spine-tingling secret. The camera's lens captured a mystifying video, revealing the haunting presence of a creature from a bygone era. In the eerie footage, there lay the skeletal remains of an enigmatic being, its bones like whispers from the past. Was it a dinosaur, a colossal ancient creature, or something beyond our wildest nightmares, a creature of the supernatural? What sent shivers down spines was the creature's watery resting place, a murky abyss where secrets are meant to sleep. How did it find its way into the depths? And why did it linger there, untouched by time's relentless march? The questions swirled like mists in the night, leaving us with nothing but a chilling enigma, a riddle unsolved, a mystery for the ages, leaving us to ponder the unknown. For there, in that cryptic recording, lay a story that defied explanation. Huge ape-like creature. In the heart of Greenwood, a camera unveiled a cryptic enigma of a threatening creature. This eerie lens captured a colossal creature looking like a forgotten nightmare. From behind, it stood, its head a twisted cone of dread, casting an unsettling aura. It might be a gorilla, but it was actually not. The curiosity and bizarre nature of the picture held were spectacular, as watching such a cryptic sight can be scary for the people around. Its limbs, gnarled and massive, stretched out, gripping the land with bony fingers. The creature's hue, a sickly blend of unearthly brown, masked its form in a shroud of otherworldly mystery. A forest of coarse hairs sprouted from its monstrous frame, looking like a gorilla. No companion dared draw near, meaning there was no other animal near this creature. Yet in the annals of knowledge, its origin remains entwined in riddles. Is it a specter from realms beyond, or the creation of nature's most arcane whims? Still unknown. A hog or a Bigfoot? The camera captured an eerie sight, a mysterious Bigfoot-like creature that left everyone in awe. The enigmatic image revealed a massive, thickly haired and disheveled body, a shade of deep brown. Some researchers speculated it could be the elusive Bigfoot. This creature held a profound mystery. Its origin remained unknown. Whether it roamed alone or with others remained a puzzle. It sat in a strangely human-like manner, yet some insisted it might be a hog. The enigma persisted then and lingered to this day, casting an enduring spell of wonder and uncertainty. The camera recorded a sighting that defied explanation. A cryptic, gigantic figure akin to a Bigfoot. The baffling photograph showcased a colossal, shaggy creature with an unkempt brown coat. Could it be the elusive Bigfoot? This creature was an enigma shrouded in mystery. Its origins remained a riddle, and the question of whether it was solitary or part of a larger clan lingered in the air. It sat eerily reminiscent of a human, though some skeptics whispered it might be a hog. The enigma gripped us then and continues to haunt our imaginations, an enduring enigma that defies explanation. Strange baby birth. The camera captured a mysterious moment, an alpaca giving birth to an incredibly skinny baby. It was so thin, like nothing we'd ever seen before. Curiosity tingled in the air as we waited to catch a glimpse of the fragile newborn. To our amazement, the baby, though impossibly thin, appeared healthy and full of life. The doctors were baffled by this strange birth, and their astonishment filled the room. The baby, long and skinny, had a skin-colored body covered in a fine layer of hair. It defied our expectations, this peculiar creature, and left us in awe. Despite its unusual appearance, hope prevailed as we believed this extraordinary baby would lead a normal, thriving life. It was a video like no other, a true marvel that left us both amazed and intrigued. Python swallowed the whole goat. In the quiet rural darkness, the camera captured a chilling sight. A python, its inky black scales gleaming ominously. Its presence sent shivers down spines, for it looked as perilous as the night itself. In a scene that defied belief, the python slithered forth and devoured an entire goat, swallowing it whole without the slightest morsel of hesitation. In the eerie video, the goat's entire form remained visible within the serpent's bulging body, a horrifying spectacle that sent a shudder through anyone who laid eyes upon it. The origins of this monstrous creature were a complete enigma, as was the hour of its arrival. This dire situation rang alarm bells throughout the community, for this fearsome python possessed the dreadful potential to engulf a human being, leaving no trace behind. Fortunately, the people rallied together and captured the beast, binding it with sturdy ropes. Its attempts to move nimbly were thwarted by the weight of its colossal form. The menace was subdued, but the haunting memory of that nightmarish encounter would linger in the hearts of those who bear witness, a stark reminder of the eerie mysteries that dwell in the shadows of rural life. Creepy zombie. In the heart of the dark forest, a trail camera bore witness to a chilling and unworldly sight. It captured the image of a lanky, colossal figure, resembling a human but twisted in a grotesque, eerie manner. This otherworldly being moved slowly, as if in a zombie-like trance, its legs moving in opposing directions. The grainy recording sent shivers down the spines of all who gazed upon it, for it was no ordinary creature. It was something beyond comprehension, something neither human nor animal, a terror that defied explanation. Fear gripped those who saw the footage, for it was unmistakable that this was no ordinary wanderer of the night. It was an enigma, an alien entity, or perhaps a remnant of the undead. The forest concealed the secrets of its origins, its purpose, and how many companions of its kind lurked in the shadows. Every rustle of leaves and hushed whisper of the wind became a haunting reminder of that eerie encounter, leaving everyone in a state of dread and unease, forever haunted by the enigmatic figure that emerged from the depths of the forest that fateful night. Black figure. In a room bathed in an eerie glow, a camera captured a peculiar scene. The space appeared to be a cozy sitting area adorned with sofas draped in covers of blue and yellow. It gave off an odd sense of warmth, yet a chill lingered in the air. As the video proceeded, a lone figure emerged drawn by a strange intuition. With cautious steps, he approached one of the sofas. With a swift motion, he unveiled a spine-tingling secret. a creature dark as night with a frighteningly haunted form. It seemed like it was hiding itself from the human being, and when the man approached it, it insanely jumped off to hit the man and ran off. But the camera recorded this cryptic sight in his lens. Its appearance left a trail of questions hanging in the air, a riddle wrapped in mystery. What was this enigmatic being, and why was it here? Was it a creature of the paranormal or something else altogether? Its two eerie arms and bone-chilling scream. The room held its secrets close, refusing to yield answers. The man's heart raced, confronted by a presence beyond comprehension. It is a bizarre mystery. The mystery endured, leaving us to wonder about the haunting enigma that had unfolded in that room. Mysterious encounter: cat versus fox. On a quiet, sunny street, something strange happened, hidden from the busy people passing by. A camera watched closely as a black cat and a sly fox met. The cat, black and mysterious, sat like a guardian under a lamppost. The fox, with its reddish fur gleaming, approached with wild intensity in its eyes. The whole street seemed to hold its breath, as if it knew something special was happening. The fox made eerie sounds like a ghostly poem, but their conversation was a secret code of the wild. Nobody understood what they were saying, but the mystery they both hold is spectacular, as their passionate and angry body language can be witnessed there. The cat, calm and cool, listened to the fox's passionate speech without flinching. It was like the night itself had lent its quietness to this strange scene. Then, out of nowhere, the cat erupted with wild cries that shattered the silence. In an unexpected twist, the fox, once fierce, now looked scared. It dashed away into the street's shadows. The cat remained untouched by the chaos, a mystery all its own. Cars, like silent guardians of the human world, stood still with no one inside. The streets watched, but their secrets were locked in the strange encounter between the cat and the fox, a puzzling dance that had no explanation. In this odd picture where the ordinary met the mystical, the streets whispered secrets only understood by shadows. It left everyone wondering about the strange mystery between the cat and the fox, a puzzle hidden in the unknown. Courageous boys. Once upon a time, in a town where the secrets of the night whispered in the wind, a group of young boys dared to venture where they shouldn't. There was a place, forbidden and shrouded in mystery, that everyone had warned them about. Don't go there, they'd been told. It's too dangerous. But youthful curiosity can be a powerful force.
Is that a cow? What was that?
One moonlit evening, with cameras in hand, they gathered at the entrance to this enigmatic domain. The air was thick with anticipation, and their heartbeats drummed in their ears as they waited. Shadows danced around them, and an eerie hush settled over the scene. Then, as if from the very fabric of the night, they heard it, the sound of approaching footsteps. Fear mingled with excitement as their cameras focused on the unseen presence drawing near. In that heart-stopping moment, they got a glimpse of something that defied their wildest imagination. It was a sight that would haunt their dreams and send them fleeing in a desperate rush, leaving them to wonder if their quest for adventure had brought them face to face with a nightmare beyond their wildest dreams.
What was that? Oh, frick!
A mystic forest serpent. Imagine strolling in a spooky forest laden with sky-climbing trees that had lost all their vibrancy and luster to a densely packed fog. The fog veils over the jungle, blocking every ray of hope and life, a preferred place for gruesome creatures. Shifting this paradigm to the real world, the camera caught a webbed appearance of trees twisted by a colossal rope that seemed to have spikes of green and yellow hues. The spiraled rope is of varied length, conjuring the forest into an inescapable maze. To our astonishment, as soon as the camera started focusing across the string, it slithered in subtle movements, slowly twisting the trees around its whole length. Amidst the rattling sounds and gloominess, the camera lens keeps paving its way across the sides of this gigantic rope, only to get struck by a humongous snake, a serpentine creature almost 20 feet long, swallowing the life out of these trees. This mystic creature had a skull-like head with a vast hollowness in its eyes, sharp-pointed teeth unlike any other anacondas ever captured on camera, and seemed all ready to devour its prey in a single gulp, leaving no traces behind. A cow moose? The camera captured a rare and mysterious scene. It was recorded in the mountains. This cryptic creature was moving on a plain road in the quiet heart of the mountains. A peculiar tale unfolded before the camera's watchful gaze. Its steps, measured on a plain road, entered the frame, shrouded in secrecy. No one in the land had glimpsed its form prior, a true enigma of nature. This elusive being, a cow moose, bore the telltale signs of a female carrying a dignified hump on her broad shoulder, an emblem of feminine strength. Below her chin, a curious flap of skin hung, a unique touch in this mysterious mosaic. It actually seemed like it was a female moose because it had a large hump on its shoulder. It was actually a physical appearance of a female body. It also had a flap of skin beneath the chin. It had brain worms. This species is a slender roundworm commonly found in the brain cavity. This thread-like worm can be found in spaces and veins surrounding the brain. It had a brain moose that was actually thread-like worms surrounded in veins or brain. It was moving here and there and vibrating in a very cryptid manner. Mysterious wolverine. In Norway, on a snowy evening, the ground was all covered in white. The wind blew strong, making the scene both beautiful and chilling. But what caught the eye was a mysterious and puzzling sight. A wolverine, a type of wolf, attacking a reindeer in a haunting and fierce manner. There was a fierce struggle between them. The wolverine relentlessly went after the reindeer, while the reindeer fought desperately for its life. Reindeer are usually found in North America and were domesticated in Europe. The wolverine had a tight grip around the reindeer's throat, making it hard for the reindeer to breathe. Two other reindeer rushed over, but they couldn't save their companion from the relentless wolverine. It was a deep mystery unfolding in the snowy landscapes of Norway, a wild clash between two creatures, one fighting for survival, the other driven by its primal instincts. The snowy setting added an eerie backdrop to this fierce struggle, making it a scene both eerie and unsettling. Epic grizzly. In a wide open road, something extraordinary unfolded before the camera lens. Two massive grizzly bears engaged in a peculiar and intense struggle. Their roars echoed loudly, filling the air with tension. These bears exhibited a curious and enigmatic behavior. They wrestled with a strange sort of determination, using their paws to push and shove. It left everyone wondering about their motives and the cause of their disagreement. Suddenly, their fight became more severe. They were folded into each other and immersed in fighting in a haunted way. They were looking very furious, and the air was filled by truly enigmatic and held uneasiness. The footage captured a truly remarkable event, yet the nature of their conflict remained shrouded in mystery, a puzzle waiting to be unrevealed. It was a deep mystery what they were wanting and saying, and what was the reason for this haunted fight. Bear Brawl of Awe. On a super hot summer day, the trail camera caught something incredible. Two huge black bears having a big fight that looked like a heavyweight boxing match. These amazing bears were hitting each other with their paws like pro fighters. It was like a mega bear battle, and we couldn't believe our luck. Their fur was flying, their claws were clashing, and the forest was echoing with their loud roars. It was like watching nature's wrestling match, and we had the best seats in the house. The fight was so intense that it gave us chills and we couldn't even breathe. It was the kind of exciting showdown we had only imagined, but then suddenly the fight stopped just like that. It was like the two big bears decided to stop and be friends. They both went back into the thick forest as if they had settled their differences and called it a day. Nature always surprises us with its incredible power and how unpredictable it can be. Today we were lucky to see an epic bear fight that we'll be talking about for a long time. It reminded us of how wild and amazing nature can be. Scary beast. A terrifying YouTube video captured an unpleasant and scary scene in the eerie darkness of the night. Near a remote residence, a strange being that resembled a bear yet gave off an otherworldly aura was seen. The house started to move as a result of the creature's unsettling presence, as though it were rocking back and forth in some strange dance. The spine-chilling scene was further enhanced by the ethereal glimmer in its eyes. Fearing the mysterious monster, a panicked person hurriedly sought safety in their car. A frightening impact was left on those who dared to watch as spectators speculated about the origins and purposes of this strange creature. Ghost Child. A crawling, childlike, ghostly apparition appeared from a dark nook in the hospital lobby where nurses and physicians were assembled. Everyone in the room felt goosebumps as the transparent figure slowly glided across the floor. As shocked eyes observed the unsettling sight, fear and confusion permeated the room. The ghostly presence persisted despite efforts to explain the bizarre experience. The medical team was haunted by this terrifying experience, which led to quiet discussions regarding the mysterious occurrence that had happened in front of their eyes.
A las 3 de la mañana, cabrón. Mírala, jugando memes como siempre. Chicas, no mames.
Thermal Bigfoot in forest. Deep within a creepy forest where the trees seemed to whisper secrets, our trail camera captured something unbelievable. Bigfoot! It's not just any sighting, it's a spooky encounter with the mysterious creature. The footage shows Bigfoot looking ghostly and surrounded by an eerie glowing aura. It hid among the trees like a phantom, and we couldn't make out its huge shape clearly. The special camera made it even creepier, giving it an otherworldly vibe. But what makes this encounter really scary is that Bigfoot remained a mystery. It was a master of disguise, blending perfectly into the dark forest shadows. The video is so unclear that it leaves us with more questions than answers. Is it a protector of the wilderness, a ghostly keeper of hidden secrets? This eerie meeting with Bigfoot reminds us there are still mysteries in our world, things we can't explain. It's a spooky reminder that the unknown and the supernatural might be hiding just beyond our understanding, deep within that forbidden forest. Shocking ghostly encounter. On a dark moonlit night, it happens in a regular house, where a lady is taking a nice relaxing shower. She has no idea that something horrifying is about to happen. As the warm water flows over her, it relaxes her, washing away her worries. The bathroom fills with steam, making everything feel calm. But she doesn't know that something really bad is lurking outside the bathroom. When she finishes her shower, she steps out onto the cold bathroom floor, still hearing the sound of dripping water. She's scared as she goes down the dimly lit hallway towards the staircase. Then, right there at the edge of what's real and what's scary, she stops. She sees a ghostly figure all twisted and scary. The ghost's eyes are empty, and it looks like it shouldn't exist. She tries to scream, but no sound comes out. Fear grips her, and the room seems to close in on her. In that terrifying moment, it's like the line between life and death disappears, and her world turns into a nightmare she might never escape. Deadly alligator. In a remote corner of India, a camera captured a bone-chilling scene. Here, in a murky river area, an eerie coexistence unfolded between hippos and alligators. Normally, the hippos ruled the domain, but this footage unveiled a sinister secret. A colossal alligator, a monstrous 19.7 meters in length, held dominion. This gargantuan predator struck terror into the hearts of all, indiscriminately slaughtering animals, massive hippos, and even humans who ventured too close. Desperate attempts were made by brave soldiers to end its reign of terror. Their bullets aimed at the Leviathan, but it proved futile. This colossal creature, 60 years old in its final photograph taken in 2009, seemed invincible. As darkness fell over the river, this malevolent alligator cast an ominous shadow over the land, spreading fear with its unmatched power. A chilling tale of an unholy ruler in the heart of India's wilderness, where the line between predator and legend blurred, leaving a haunting legacy in its wake. Terrifying forest. Deep within a creepy and spooky forest, a lone man ventured into the ominous jungle. He clutched his camera tightly, his hands trembling with fear. The air was heavy with an unsettling silence, occasionally interrupted by rustling leaves and distant owl hoots, as if the woods itself held its breath in anticipation. As he aimed his camera, an unexplainable chill crawled up his spine. He sensed unseen eyes watching him from the thick shadows, confirming he wasn't alone.
So this frickin' thing, it's staring at me.
Fear consumed him, but his insatiable curiosity drove him to keep recording, his voice shaking with every word.
But it followed me home, and it is absolutely staring at me right now.
Then it happened. The camera lens captured something massive, something monstrous. Emerging from behind a decaying tree log, shrouded in mist and looming darkness, was Bigfoot, a creature of legend and an abomination of nature. A primal terror gripped the man as he witnessed this nightmarish being. His body shook with fear, his voice reduced to feeble whispers. But he couldn't look away.
So this frickin' thing, it's staring at me.
The camera kept rolling, documenting the horror of that terrifying moment, forever preserving his encounter with the unimaginable. In the heart of the haunted forest, the man's screams and the unholy presence of Bigfoot blended into a terrifying symphony that would haunt his nightmares forever. Bigfoot's snowy horror encounter. In the middle of winter, something shocking happened in a quiet, snowy Park City. A doorbell camera, usually used for everyday things, recorded something unbelievable. Bigfoot, the legendary creature. The video showed a huge, hairy creature standing in the snowy landscape. It moved gracefully through the thick snow, like it was enjoying the cold. But what really scared people was the strange sound it made. It was a horrifying, deep roar that echoed through the icy air. This sound was so terrifying that it made people's blood run cold, like scary music playing on a calm winter night. As the camera kept recording, Bigfoot did something eerie and strange. It threw snow into the air and let it fall around its big body like ghostly confetti. This bizarre sight left people shaking with fear. They didn't know whether to be amazed by seeing something so unbelievable or scared because they couldn't explain what it was. The doorbell camera had accidentally captured something out of this world, showing that Bigfoot was in that snowy Park City. It was a moment that would always be remembered as a really scary event, reminding us that there are things we don't understand hidden in the wild. Antarctica sea monster shock. A shocking video shows a huge sea creature on Google Earth near Deception Island in Antarctica. Many people who visited the island looked really scared. You could see how scared they were just by looking at their faces. This shows that there might be a mysterious and scary monster on that lonely island. The fear in their eyes tells us that they knew something creepy was there with them. It's like they knew they weren't alone, and that something very strange and terrifying lived under the icy waters of Deception Island. It's a big mystery, and the whole world is watching in amazement. Elusive otter evades camera. On a sunny day, a brave explorer went deep into a thick forest armed only with a camera and determination. He was on a quest that would lead to something unbelievable. While cautiously moving through the forest's tangled paths, he stumbled upon a chilling sight, a scary monster hiding among the trees. He quickly raised his camera, hoping to get a picture of this mysterious creature. But the creature was no ordinary monster. It was a clever and sneaky otter. It darted behind trees, making it nearly impossible for the man to capture a clear photo. He chased the otter tirelessly, desperately trying to get a good shot as the daylight began to fade. Minutes turned into hours, and the man's relentless search left him tired and confused. The otter seemed to vanish like a ghost.
Demonic pond monster.
Leaving the man with only blurry and incomplete pictures. As the sun disappeared below the horizon, the man was shocked and frustrated. He had seen something extraordinary and terrifying, but he couldn't capture it on camera. The forest, full of mysteries, had hidden its secrets once again, leaving the man to ponder the chilling reality of the creature that got away. Spooky raccoon haunting house. In a creepy moonlit forest, there was a scary house. It looked old and beaten up, like it held ancient secrets in its shadows. A trail camera was there to catch anything strange, and it did. The camera focused on the house, and out of nowhere, a spooky raccoon appeared. The night was silent and eerie. The raccoon sat on the house's grill, its eyes shining with a creepy glow. Its fur looked like it swallowed the moonlight, making it a strange shape in the darkness. For a moment, the raccoon stared right into the camera, making anyone who saw it feel a deep fear. Time seemed to stop as if it gave off a feeling of evil. Then, in a way that didn't make sense, the raccoon vanished. 1 second it was there, giving everyone the creeps, and the next second it was gone, disappearing into the night. All that was left was a strange and unsettling feeling. This weird scene left those who saw it confused, not sure if it was real or a nightmare, forever haunted by the mystery of the scary house in the dark forest. Agro-wildlife. In a spooky dark water pond, our camera records something incredibly scary. Agro, a creature that embodies fear, swims through the gloomy water with a haunting elegance. The water seems to hide terrifying secrets, making it feel like a nightmare. Every ripple and shadow makes it seem like something really bad is about to happen, and our camera captures it all. This encounter with Agro's creepy world blurs the line between what's real and what's a nightmare, leaving us feeling really scared. It's like we're in the deep, dark world of agro-wildlife. Forest Deer Showdown. In this captivating video, we witness a thrilling battle between two magnificent forest creatures, a white-tailed deer and a mule deer. The wilderness brims with tension as they engage in a fierce clash, revealing the harsh realities of their lives. Guided by a knowledgeable narrator, we explore the forest beauty and the relentless struggle for dominance among its inhabitants, immersing ourselves in a wild world where nature takes center stage. The graceful white-tailed deer cautiously approaches the mule deer, both boasting impressive antlers, poised for an intense confrontation. The echoing clash of their horns reverberates through the woods, underscoring their unwavering resolve. This extraordinary video transcends mere survival. It's a poetic tribute to the untamed, reminding us of the stunning world beyond our urban confines, where every day is a challenge, and each moment showcases the indomitable spirit of nature. Terrifying forest nightmare. Deep within a scary and spooky forest, trail camera recorded something truly terrifying on a dark night without the moon. It was a very scary moment when something we couldn't describe hid among the twisted trees, covered in darkness, getting ready to reveal its evil secrets. The air became heavy with a strange silence as the camera zoomed in on this creepy figure. Shadows moved in weird ways, and you could feel the tension like a slowly unfolding nightmare. The creature, which was a bizarre mystery, stayed hidden, but we can tell it meant harm. Out of nowhere, it moved incredibly fast from behind the gnarled branches. Its movements were unnatural and horrifying. Even the forest itself seemed scared as it showed its horrifying shape. It had sharp claws, eyes that gleamed with a terrifying hunger, and a growl that sent chills down our spines. We were struck in fear, unable to understand what this unholy thing was. It was like a real-life nightmare, a creature from a dark place that we couldn't explain. As the camera kept recording this terrifying scene, we were left with a deep sense of horror that would stay with us, forever haunted by the forest's sinister secrets. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe for more content. A bulldog versus mountain lion. In the wild bewilderment of a daunting mountain, a trail camera is seen recording a predator ruthlessly dismembering its prey on a tranquil and gloomy night. Still, to its dismay, another savage predator is gawking over the same game. The video began with a wild lion devouring his prey like a hungry beast. The paradigm shifted swiftly when a bulldog wandered over the same perilous trails. Sniffing through the tracks, the bulldog sauntered through the meaty scent. While the camera focused on the bulldog, unaware of the imminent danger, it continues its exploration, its tail wagging in a display of canine confidence. Little did it know that it was being watched, stalked by a force of nature far superior in strength and cunning. Those eyes were fixed on the bulldog like a lurking shadow of death, waiting to plunder over the poor dog who tried to invade its territory. In a few seconds, the mountain lion was seen lunging over the bulldog in a relatively swift but noiseless movement. Due to the ambiguity of the video, it was hard to decide whether the bulldog escaped this ferocious and sudden attack or became the mountain lion's next prey. Haunted departmental store. In the dead of night, when every being seemed to be sleeping under the dense cloak of night, the security camera caught a set of mystic events, daunting and formidable to any human eye. The unblinking eye of a department store security camera caught unusual movements that occurred late at night. The stillness of the air, the heaviness of the place, and the enigmatic negative energy that was about to be radiated could all be felt through the camera. As the video plunged forward, a red-colored trolley peeked from nowhere. The trolley can be seen moving around with no being to push it, turn it, or control it to move through the thin and congested lanes of the department store. The trolley was seen to be moving at a languid pace, as if the supernatural being that was carrying it didn't want to leave any traces behind of its existence. The eerie creature managed to cloak his physical appearance, but the uncanny movements were captured. The scene's ambiguity left many loopholes and questioned the validity of this mysterious presence. Horror in the forest. As the sun's final rays painted the sky in eerie reds, a forest lay shrouded in darkness, a spooky place. A courageous cameraman entered this obscurity, hunting for secrets only the bravest would pursue. The wind whispered unsettling stories as the camera's lens focused, turning the world into a nightmare. An eerie figure appeared from the darkness, resembling the legendary Bigfoot. Its massive, pitch-black form moved with an unsettling grace, defying natural laws. The cameraman's hand shook as the creature's monstrous presence sent chills down his spine. A sense of dread blanketed the forest like a veil over the departed. This monstrous being radiated malevolence, drawing energy from fear itself. Its eyes, lacking humanity, pierced the souls of those who witnessed its horrifying performance. The camera continued to roll, capturing each heart-pounding moment. The creature's deliberate and menacing movements defied explanation. Was it a guardian of unspeakable evil, or did it foretell impending doom? The once lively forest fell into an eerie silence, as if nature itself recoiled from the abomination that prowled its depths.
Oh my God. Valerie, you see that?
The cameraman's encounter left him frozen with fear, unable to grasp the nightmarish reality he had seen. The creature's purpose remained a mystery, hidden in impenetrable darkness. The video served as proof of the unspeakable horror lurking within the forest, reminding us that some secrets are best left alone. In the end, all that remained was a haunting image, a puzzle that continued to haunt the dreams of those who dared to peer into the forest's abyss at sunset, where the line between the natural and the supernatural blended into an endless realm of dread. The mysterious coyote. In the quiet mountains where the snow blanketed the ground, a camera captured a sight that was beyond rare. It was something never seen before, a mysterious creature in an uncommon moment. Instead of its usual hunting and roaming, this coyote was doing something unusual. It was perched high in a tree, nibbling on berries. This was a truly strange scene. Everyone who saw it was left wide-eyed and puzzled. Coyotes aren't known for tree-climbing antics. After all, this particular one seemed different, like it held a secret. The mystery of this peculiar coyote remains unsolved, leaving everyone curious and eager for answers. How did it manage to ascend the tree? That's the question on everyone's mind. It was a very infrequent scene that happened here in this clip. The image of this enigmatic coyote has sparked a lot of interest and wonder. People are eager to understand this mysterious behavior, hoping it might reveal something new and fascinating about these creatures we thought we knew so well. The snow-covered mountains seem to hold more secrets than we ever imagined. Creepy humanoid. The camera recorded a mysterious and eerie sight. This clip was captured by the home's CCTV footage. This mysterious creature that was recorded in the camera moved like a crab across the road, walking on 4 bent legs. Its figure was so spooky and suspicious. It's unclear what this creature was. It was looking really mysterious and rare sight. Some people say that it was a mutant dog. Some people say it was a creepy alien. It was a scene that sent shivers down the spine of anyone who saw it. A moment filled with true mystery and fear. Whereas some people firmly believe that this was a ghoul. A ghoul is basically a demon-like being or monstrous humanoid that was originated in the pre-Islamic Arabian religion and modern fiction. The word ghoul is usually describing a certain kind of undead humanoid monster that consumes human flesh. Sounds pretty horrific and terrifying. But this is a very creepy mystery. What it was giving spines to the camera operator and people around it. But it was not revealed the secret of this cryptic eerie creature yet, leaving us all with a lingering sense of unease. Three-eyed creature. The camera caught a mysterious, uneasy clip. This video that was recorded and very cryptic and filled the air with spine-chilling and fear. In this video, the two friends are walking on the woodland. They wanted to test their new trail camera in these woodland. They faced the camera towards a spot where they thought wild animals might be, and left it overnight. They returned to see what they'd caught on camera. When they come to check what camera had recorded, the friends were very shocked, and everyone who viewed this video also shocked and horrified. There was a creature with 3 glowing eyes hiding in the bushes. It was looking very unfamiliar and scary. That held those operators or viewers in suspense and make terrified. The air was truly pervade, enigmatic, and fearful. The 3 eyes of this creature or being was very eerie and frightened. They are glowing and illuminated. Was a paranormal creature or something else? This was looking very spooky. It was still a deep mystery what it is. That was still hidden or unrevealed yet. No one can point out what it was. Mysterious night figure. On a dark, moonless night, a mysterious event unfurled in front of a home security camera. This camera, like a silent watcher, recorded a scene that sent shivers down spines. It captured an eerie sight on the front lawn, a scene shrouded in enigma. From the depths of the darkness, an unknown figure emerged, moving in a way that defied ordinary expectations. This figure appeared hunched like a ghostly figure, caught in the camera's lens. But it wasn't the posture alone that sent chills. It was the unmistakable aura of age that clung to this enigmatic being. The curve of its back was so pronounced that it gave an eerie impression of an elderly person, as if the weight of time had contorted its spine. Strangely, the figure moved with a sense of urgency, darting about as if driven by an obscure purpose, a purpose that remained elusive. The night's fabric was woven with threads of mystery, and this peculiar spectacle took center stage. Among the concerned residents, whispers spread, but answers were scarce. Nobody knew the identity of this mysterious apparition or the dark intentions that had brought it out into the quiet of the night. The perplexing sight lingered in the memories of those who witnessed it, like an unsolvable riddle. It was a mystery that clung to the night, a puzzle that defied explanation, an enigma that danced at the edge of understanding. In the depths of the nocturnal void, the figure disappeared as suddenly as it had appeared, leaving behind only unanswered questions. These questions would continue to haunt the inquisitive minds of those who dared to contemplate the unexplainable, the incomprehensible, the mysterious. Killer clown. In a mysterious and eerie video captured deep within a dense forest, something unsettling unfolded. The footage left both the operators and viewers perplexed. What they saw was a spooky clown, a figure that sent shivers down their spines. This creepy clown was observed strolling amidst the trees, illuminated only by the night vision mode of the trail camera. Oddly, it appeared as though the clown had detected the hidden camera, and with an eerie confidence, he headed straight for it. The intention's enigmatic figure remained a mystery. Why would someone be in a forest in the dead of night dressed as a clown? Was it a paranormal entity or simply a person with an unusual penchant for nocturnal forest walks? The unexplained nature of this bizarre encounter left everyone baffled. In the midst of the midnight darkness and the dense forest, the clown's presence took on a truly spooky and unsettling aura, giving rise to countless questions that remained unanswered. Deer interrupts roadside fight. One dark night, a guy got caught up in a fight by the side of the road. People were punching each other and things were getting intense. Out of the blue, a curious deer showed up, maybe because of all the noise. The man got worried that the deer might get hurt, so he tried to get it away from his car. But here's the strange part. When he gently pushed the deer, it lost its balance and fell down. The man quickly closed his car door to protect the deer from the crazy fight. This unexpected meeting between the man and the deer made the already intense night even weirder, leaving everyone amazed by what can happen on a dark road. Bull and car commotion. In this video, a car cruising down a Nebraska highway, and what really turns heads is the giant bull seated in the passenger seat. Yes, you read that correctly. A colossal bull with massive horns just casually riding along. Nebraska's police acted swiftly, pulling over the bewildered driver and posing the obvious question: why in the world are you chauffeuring such a massive bull? That's clearly a violation of traffic rules. As for the driver's explanation behind this bizarre spectacle, it remains a puzzle. Perhaps it was a stunt gone awry, or simply a case of nowhere else to put the bull. One thing is certain: this isn't your run-of-the-mill traffic violation. This peculiar incident serves as a reminder that the open road can be a place of unexpected surprises. You never quite know what you might encounter during your daily commute. However, it's worth reiterating that while it's perfectly fine to have passengers or pets on board, bulls are best left in their natural habitat, the rodeo arena. Ghostly room. In a poorly lit room, an unaware person sits alone, not realizing the spooky events around them. A tiny bug flits through the air, casting strange shadows on the walls, as if it holds mysterious secrets from unknown places. As time passes, the room feels heavy, hinting at a scary story unfolding. Suddenly, something eerie happens. The bug keeps dancing, and the camera turns to the room's entrance. There, just outside the door, a ghostly figure appears, undeniably sinister, like something from the past, or even worse. The room becomes a battleground where the living and the supernatural collide, wrapped in a creepy sense of fear. In this haunted house, strange and unexplainable things merge, blurring the line between reality and the mysterious. It's a terrifying tale where the everyday turns into a disturbing show, leaving the audience on edge, hearts racing with dread. Bizarre chasing. In a realm where reality danced with the extraordinary, an inexplicable spectacle unfurled as a creature akin to a mouse, but magnified to an astonishing size, emerged from the shadows, mystifying onlookers. With the dawn's gentle spill of light, a wild lion materialized, pursuing two youthful warthogs, a sight rarely captured on camera, intensifying the surrealism. In hot pursuit, a wild cheetah, the embodiment of speed, drove the warthogs into a frantic escape. Fate guided them across a road where chaos and astonishment collided. The cheetah's grip tightened around one warthog, sealing its fate. But an abrupt tide of cars and spectators erupted, casting an eerie enchantment over the scene. The lion, torn between his prize and this newfound human audience, ultimately released its captive. The warthog's cries resonated like haunting whispers, forming a symphony of nature's unyielding reality. Yet, as night swallowed the land, a single question lingered, carried by the wind. What secrets of the wild world remain concealed in the shroud of darkness? Cryptid UFO. In the chilling depths of the Atlantic, a surveillance camera captured an otherworldly spectacle. Above the icy expanse of the frozen sea, an enigmatic UFO emerged, piercing the surface like an apparition from the abyss. Its unearthly presence was undeniable, sending shivers down the spine of anyone who bore witness to this eerie event. The paranormal figure aboard this extraterrestrial craft seemed to defy explanation, leaving viewers in a state of bewilderment and fear. What sinister purpose brought it to our world, lurking in the icy waters? With an eerie grace, the mysterious vessel glided through the air, hovering ominously. And then, as mysteriously as it arrived, it vanished into the inky depths of the Atlantic, leaving a lingering sense of dread and disbelief. This spine-tingling video serves as a haunting reminder that the unknown still holds many secrets waiting to be unraveled in the shadowy depths of our world. Dog in Haunted Forest. In a scary forest, the trail camera captured something really strange. There, among the twisted trees and under the pale moon, a spooky dog appeared. It looked like a skeleton, but its eyes glowed eerily in the dark. This scary creature was eating something with a big appetite, making scary noises that echoed through the creepy woods. The camera recorded these frightening sounds, proving that scary things were happening there. As the leaves rustled and the wind carried spooky sounds, it was clear that in this eerie place where it's hard to tell life from death, fear rules. The whole forest seems to want to trap anyone who dares to enter, lost forever to the scary mysteries of the unknown. Ghosted car. In the depths of the internet, a creepy video emerged, cloaked in eerie darkness. It told a spine-tingling tale of a possessed car like no other. People found themselves trapped inside as the car raced through the night, pursued by desperate police sirens. But here's the eerie twist. The car vanished, leaving officers baffled. Security cameras captured its eerie reappearance, moving mysteriously, defying all logic. As officers followed, it vanished once more, leaving an eerie barrier in its wake. The unsettling video left no doubt. A malevolent spirit had taken control of the car, defying our world's laws and leaving behind only fear and a haunting mystery. Sleep-deprived bear. The video captures a rare and startling encounter between a hibernating bear and a construction crew. The scene is set in a remote area where a large cave is located. The construction crew is working on a project that requires them to dig with a heavy machine near the cave. They are unaware of the presence of the bear inside the cave, who has been sleeping for months. The noise of the machine is loud and constant, and it disturbs the bear's peaceful slumber. The bear wakes up from hibernation, feeling confused and irritated by the intrusion. He slowly moves towards the entrance of the cave, curious about what is happening outside. He is surprised and angry to see them invading his territory. He lets out a loud howl, expressing his displeasure and warning them to stay away. The workers hear the howl and turn their heads towards the cave. They are shocked and terrified to see the huge bear staring at them. The bear looks about 10 feet tall, with thick fur and sharp teeth. He looks menacing and powerful, ready to attack if provoked. The workers freeze in fear, not knowing what to do. They wonder how they can escape from this dangerous situation. The video ends with the bear still howling at the workers, while the machine continues to dig. The video shows a rare and unexpected event that raises many questions and emotions in the viewers. Mysterious return of mammoth. Long ago, there were animals that walked the earth, but now they're just stories from the past. These creatures are extinct, which means they're gone forever. One of these mysterious creatures was the woolly mammoth, a huge and gentle beast that lived in ancient icy lands. As time moved on, these mammoths slowly disappeared. Nature's forces played a part in their vanishing act, but then something incredible happened. A camera captured a sight that seemed impossible, a real woolly mammoth, not just a ghostly memory. In the video, this mammoth moved gracefully through a hidden place, hiding in the bushes and shadows. People who saw it were amazed and confused. How could a creature we thought was gone suddenly reappear? What was it doing there? These questions filled the air like whispers one could solve the mystery of its appearance. The woolly mammoth slipped away once more, leaving us with more questions than answers. It's a reminder that our world holds secrets from long ago, waiting for the right moment to surprise us, like a dance between the past and the present. Mysterious dark road encounter. On a very dark night, a group of people was driving along a winding road. The only light they had was from their car's headlights, and the darkness all around them was overwhelming. Suddenly, they saw something strange. There was a woman walking alone on that desolate road. This was a terrifying sight because they were in the middle of nowhere, and it was very late at night. The woman had their back to them, and she seemed oddly confident as she walked, as if she knew exactly where she was going. This sent a chill down the spines of the travelers. They couldn't help but wonder who she was and why she was out there on such a creepy night. Their fear grew then. After driving for some distance, they spotted the same woman again, still walking with that same eerie confidence. It was as if she was stuck in some strange loop. Panic took over, and they couldn't believe what they were seeing. In their fright, they decided to turn their car around and drive away from this bizarre encounter as quickly as possible. The memory of that night haunted them for a long time. They couldn't explain what they had witnessed, and it left them with a lingering fear of the unknown. Some mysteries, it seemed, were meant to remain unsolved, especially on dark and eerie nights like that one. Eerie Phantom Encounter. On a dark, eerie roadside, the camera captured a chilling encounter with a phantom in the dead center of the road. A spine-chilling creature contorted backward, balancing on 4 grotesque limbs. Uncertainty hung in the air, questioning whether it was a mere human jest or a genuine ghostly presence. With luminous eyes and hair dangling from its chin, the creature's presence grew even more unsettling, defying all expectations. Approaching cautiously, the petrified onlooker hoped for a rational explanation, but dread intensified as the truth unfolded. This enigmatic being began a slow, haunting advance towards them, casting an ominous shadow. Panic overcame reason, and they fled in terror, leaving behind a shroud of mystery that clung to the forsaken, eerie roadside. Mysterious creature of San Antonio. In the northern part of San Antonio, something mysterious happened. It was like a hidden puzzle that confused the people living there. It all started with a strange picture that made everyone wonder. This picture wasn't clear at all. It looked like a strange image taken when the light was fading away. People couldn't agree on what it showed. Some said it was just a regular dog, while others thought it resembled a coyote, a creature known for being secretive and active in the twilight. But there was a problem. The picture didn't give any clear answers. It was like the creature in it didn't want to be seen properly, as if it existed between our world and another. This left everyone scratching their heads in confusion. People turned to experts at the San Antonio Zoo, hoping they could shed some light on the mystery. Sadly, even these experts were stumped. They couldn't find any creature that matched what they saw in the photo. It was as if this animal was entirely new, like a riddle that nature itself had created. In the puzzling picture, this mysterious creature was seen walking in a dimly lit park, but no one could say for sure what it was. It was a mystery that invited curiosity and left us wanting to uncover the secrets hidden in our world. As the night covered the north side of San Antonio, the mystery deepened. The photo, a strange piece of evidence, whispered tales of the unknown, leaving us all in the dark, forever wrapped in its enigmatic cloak. Rare bird sighting. In a faraway place, a camera captured a sight that sent shivers through the spines of all who gazed upon it. A bird, a mysterious entity perched upon a precipice, bathed in the brilliance of a sunny day. Its form was akin to that of an owl, yet it was not so. Whispers echoed that this enigmatic creature could be none other than the fabled Photo, the rarest of all avian beings. The cryptic footage held a hypnotic power, drawing in all who beheld it. This bird, unlike any other, yawned in a manner known only to itself, adding an unsettling aura to the spectacle. It was a moment where the line between reality and the unknown blurred into obscurity, leaving those who watched it both bewildered and enthralled. In that fleeting moment, the world glimpsed the eerie, the extraordinary, and the inexplicable, all wrapped in the form of this ghostly bird. Spooky figure. In the dark night, a chilling sight was captured by the camera. A spooky alien. It looked smoky, drifting through the air, its shape all twisted. It puzzled and terrified everyone who saw it. Then it shifted, moving the other way. No one knew why it was a total mystery, cryptic and strange. Where did it come from? What was its purpose? These questions hung heavy in the air. The alien's presence was eerie, sending shivers down spines. It was like something from a nightmare, an enigma that left hearts racing. In just a few moments, the world had witnessed something otherworldly, something beyond comprehension. And as it vanished into the night, the fear it left behind lingered, haunting the minds of those who had seen the inexplicable, the unexplainable, the alien in the dark. Eerie bipedal creature. On a really dark night, the watchman walked around the old falling apart school. His flashlight flickered and made spooky shadows on the broken buildings. The school had been empty for a long time, and it felt very sad and lonely there. The only comfort was the faraway sounds of the city, reminding him of life outside the rusty fence. Suddenly, he heard creepy, soft voices. They came from all directions, like whispers in the wind. His heart raced, and he stopped for a moment to figure out where the voices were coming from. He felt scared, but also curious, so he decided to follow those ghostly sounds into the dark. Carefully, he went deeper into the night, and the voices got louder and scarier with every step. And then, he saw something he would never forget. A weird creature with 2 legs like a person, but it was all twisted and looked really strange. His shaky flashlight barely showed it. The creature walked in an odd way that sent chills down the watchman's spine. The creature made creepy, unnatural sounds that filled the night with terror. It was like fear itself had taken shape. The watchman's heart raced, and he struggled to breathe as he watched this nightmare come to life. People had always talked about the school being haunted, a place where something awful happened to a mother and her child years ago. The watchman, too shocked to understand what the creature wanted, quickly grabbed his phone and started recording. In the dim light, the video captured the terrifying figure, a reminder that there are things we can't explain and that hide in the dark. Nobody could figure out where the scary creature came from or why it was there. The watchman's video left everyone in shock, a mystery that would always be a part of the eerie history of the old school and the brave watchman who faced it. A shovel. The camera caught a mysterious sight. It was a very creepy and rare clip. On a dark night, a clown was spotted on a road. He was terrified or frightened by some people there were some people that were coming toward him. They were 3 men. They wanted to kill the clown. The clown wanted to run out, but the people moved quickly towards him. One of them had a shovel in his hand, and the other had a hammer, and also the third of them is free hand. It was a very mysterious and spooky scene. The clown was very nervous. People were mustering around him. It was a desolate, scary road. Suddenly, a man with a free hand jostled the clown, and he was quivering. A man that was holding shovel pummels into the clown's head. And the very peculiar and strange scene happened next. The clown fell to the ground and died. It was a very spooky scene. The boys ran out quickly. They were nervous to see the dead clown. They killed the clown. It was a great mystery that happened how the clown was killed by some boys. It was still an unknown or puzzling mystery. cryptic figure. The camera captured something mysterious and cryptic. It was a rare scene that never happened before. On a dark night, the family was coming from the outside, then they saw a shadow-like creature on their top window. The family was scared and frightened by this creature's presence. It was looking very spooky. In an instant, this creepy shadow-like creature or being comes on the bottom window of the house. It was a very horrified and terrified scene that gave spine to the family members. It was not an ordinary or a normal man. It was a paranormal creature that has been hiding in the house for many years. The family was saying that it was a present in the house for many years. It was a very spine-chilling scene that had also frightened the viewers. It was a deep, great mystery that the camera had captured here that was still unknown what was happening next to the family. Is this creature still living in that house or not? It was not found yet and everyone is suspicious of it. Some people think that it was living in his home till today, but it's still a puzzle. Mysterious room. The camera captured something spooky and mysterious. It was a very unnatural and unreal scene. On a dark night, a woman was sleeping on her bed. The woman was in a blanket. She was the only one at home. In a clip, a woman who had a long day decided to take a nap. Suddenly, her bedroom's door opens as if pushed by an invisible supernatural force. It looked like a very mysterious and uncanny scene. This cryptic scene was recorded in the home security camera that gives spine to all viewers and operators, and it put all the family members in fear and doubt. Anyhow, a very peculiar act happened when the door was opened by some supernatural forces. Her blanket was swiftly pulled away. The air was filled with true enigma and fear. The girl wakes up with fear quickly, and horrified by this act, she turns on the light, but the light was blinking. It's getting on and off instantly. This was a very terrifying, spine-chilling scene. This was a very terrifying, spine-chilling scene that makes everyone petrified. It was a deep mystery that was still unknown or puzzling. It was not found out what happened to the woman next. It put all the people in curiosity and deep suspense. Mysterious golem-like creature sighted. Deep in a quiet, far-off forest, a video appeared mysteriously. It revealed something so puzzling that it left people baffled, making them ponder like echoes in a cave. On a sunny day, a strange creature emerged from the distance, hidden by the lush trees. It moved in an odd, otherworldly way, almost like a character from The Lord of the Rings named Gollum. This sight blurred the line between reality and fantasy, as if the video's creator had drawn inspiration from a world beyond our own. In this unusual scene, with sunlight casting its golden glow through leaves, the mysterious being unfolded. Its movements were both smooth and disjointed, like a dreamy wisp. Questions flooded the minds of those who watched. Where did this creature come from? It felt like it had been plucked from the pages of a fairy tale. This enigmatic phenomenon left behind a cloud of mystery, a riddle etched deep into our thoughts. It dared us to step into the realm of the unknown, pushing the limits of what we believe. In the heart of the forest, this mystery lingered, a moment frozen in time, waiting for those brave enough to uncover its secrets. Paranormal nightmare unfolds. Late at night in a Mysterious Market Meat Eater. In a busy market, something very strange happened that left everyone puzzled and a bit scared. There was a girl, and at first glance, she seemed like any other shopper going about her business in the midst of people doing their daily shopping. But then things took a bizarre turn. Amid the hustle and bustle of the market, this girl suddenly made her way to the meat section. There, she grabbed a packet of raw meat and tore it open with her hands. People nearby were shocked and couldn't believe their eyes as she started eating the raw meat. It was a horrifying sight. She devoured the meat as if she had a never-ending hunger, almost like she craved blood. Her expression was strange, and it felt like she had become something otherworldly, something not quite human. The onlookers were frozen in a mix of fear and curiosity. This wasn't just breaking social norms. It was like she had crossed into a realm of darkness that was beyond understanding. People began to wonder if she was some kind of supernatural being, straddling the line between the living and the dead. The mystery only deepened as time passed. Who was this girl, and what drove her to do this disturbing act? Whispers and stories started circulating about her, making her seem like a creature from another world. But the truth remained hidden, a puzzle that no one could solve right there in the bewildering market. Even now, the memory of that strange incident haunts that community. It serves as a chilling reminder that the line between the everyday and the unexplainable can be surprisingly thin. The mystery of the girl who ate raw meat, her reasons, and who she really was, continues to baffle and frighten, leaving a lasting mark on the history of the unexplained. Dark Forest Nightmare Unveiled. As the sun disappeared, the camera captured something bone-chilling. Two friends strolled through the darkening forest, unaware of the terrors that lay ahead. The woods were now shrouded in darkness, concealing eerie secrets. Their footsteps, seemingly gentle, hinted at an impending storm. The crickets' chirping filled the air, but it felt like a warning of doom. Then the unthinkable occurred. A monstrous and unnatural creature emerged from the heart of the forest. This colossal, malevolent being was as dark as the night, moving with an eerie grace among the ancient trees. Its features were hidden in an aura of malevolence, sending shivers down the spines of the two friends. Panic overcame them, and their trembling hands struggled to capture the horrifying sight. The air grew cold, thick with an unsettling tension as the creature cast a sinister shadow. It defied the laws of nature, a grotesque anomaly in our world. It was a mystery, a horrifying distortion of reality that made the forest itself seem terrifying. In those terrifying moments, the two friends were on the brink of unimaginable terror. Their trembling hands recorded a scene of fear that would haunt their dreams. The footage became proof of the unspeakable horrors that can emerge when a world and the abyss collide. Nightwalkers, haunting enigma. In the dark of the night, something truly terrifying appeared in front of a camera, sending shivers down the spine. It was an eerie figure wandering through the empty streets, and it looked like a nightmarish riddle. This strange being had 2 legs, a twisted body, and a head, but it had no arms. Its movements were eerie and unnatural, making it more unsettling than anything you'd encounter in a nightmare. People had started calling these bizarre creatures Nightwalkers. They were creatures of mystery, hovering between being harmless specters and malicious demons. No one could say for sure what their intentions were, and that uncertainty bred fear. Fear spread like a contagious disease among those who caught a glimpse of these unholy figures. With each passing night, their numbers seemed to grow like a dark and dreadful epidemic. The atmosphere became heavy with anxiety, as if the very night had birthed these dreadful apparitions. The origin of these Nightwalkers were concealed in obscurity, as if they emerged from a sinister abyss hidden from human understanding. Nobody could decipher their purpose, assuming they even had one. They remained shrouded in a veil of impenetrable malevolence. The unrelenting camera, acting as an unwavering witness, captured the panic that had engulfed a world thrust into chaos by these strange and unknown entities. Whatever these Nightwalkers were, and whatever sinister motives they concealed, they remained a riddle that only promised terror and despair to those who dared to face their cursed presence. The chilling mystery of their existence loomed large, casting an everlasting shadow over the already frightened hearts of humanity. The Ghost of Hampton's Court Palace. During long and gloomy winters, a video surfaced over the internet that sent chills down the spine of their viewers. A ghastly set of events was witnessed in one of the historical places of Hampton. A hostile creature was caught on one of the CCTV cameras of Hampton's Court Palace. The camera recorded the rare view of the place in all its gloomiest glory during the coldest winter nights in the USA. The significant historical door can be seen in the footage, surrounded by dilapidated walls and windows. As the video moves forward, a formidable creature is seen at the door. This mystic creature had a lean figure, like a skeleton draped in a white cloth that extended from the end of its face and fell to its feet. Its face was blurred, almost a vague shadow of two eyes gawking through the doors. The mystic yet daunting creature is seen opening the doors of the court palace and then closing them in a relatively swift shift of events. The camera captured a horrendous sight that was enough to keep tourists from visiting such a splendid historical site. Night in woods. In the dark woods at night, something strange happened. A camera struggling to capture even a bit of moonlight showed us a mysterious scene. In the blackness of the forest, 2 deer were there, but they weren't just ordinary deer. A mother deer with wise and glowing eyes was with her young one. They quietly nibbled on something hidden in the bushes. The only sound was their gentle munching and the soft crunching of leaves. Then, out of nowhere, a 3rd deer appeared. It didn't come for food alone. There was something more to it. The mother deer sensed this and silently challenged the newcomer. It was like the whole forest held its breath, waiting and watching what would happen. Suddenly, a strange fear gripped the 3rd deer, a fear that seemed from another world. It sprinted away in the night, leaving behind unanswered questions. Once the strange deer was gone, the first 2 continued to eat mysteriously. Their reasons remained hidden, lost in the dark forest. The night's darkness made this mysterious moment even more puzzling, a puzzle that would linger in the minds of those who saw it, haunting their dreams. Sky Mystery.
Oh my God!
The footage of this spectral apparition left all who witnessed it in a state of awe and curiosity, reminder that the mysteries of the universe are boundless and that the cosmos still holds secrets that lose our understanding. One eerie night on the shores of Virginia Beach, a woman captured something that defied all explanation. A celestial anomaly beyond the realms of planes, drones, or stars manifested in the heavens. It was a paranormal enigma, a cosmic enigma that set the night sky ablaze. This mysterious entity danced across the firmament, an ethereal ballet of light and shadow. It left in its wake an eerie oval array of radiant luminescence, accompanied by an ethereal trail of wispy smoke that hung in the night air like a phantom's breath. This was no ordinary UFO. It was an otherworldly visitor, a celestial wanderer from the unknown reaches of the cosmos. Its movements were swift and erratic, defying the laws of earthly physics. The brilliance it emitted was so intense that even from the farthest reaches of the horizon, its light reached out to touch the earth, bathing the surroundings in an otherworldly glow. As the enigmatic being traversed the heavens, the onlookers below could only gaze in wonder and trepidation. It was as though a glimpse into a different dimension had been granted, a reality beyond our comprehension. Terrifying creature. In the darkest, scariest corners of the world, where shadows and the night's eerie feelings come together, there's a place filled with terror that not many talk about. Have you ever looked into the abyss, the deep, dark unknown, and felt a cold fear creeping up your back? These are stories told in hushed voices by the firelight, tales not meant for the faint-hearted. We've all heard about legends, those whispered stories of creatures that go against the rules of nature. But for most of us, these horrors stay far away, hidden by our disbelief. However, there's some brave souls among us who ventured into the unknown, forever changed by what they found. It was just an ordinary evening, or so it seemed, as a man cautiously explored the dimly lit hallways of an old, forgotten house. The air felt heavy with dread, and the walls seemed to press in as if the house itself rejected any intruders. Slowly, he went down a squeaky, decaying staircase. Then, in a moment of vulnerability, it happened. From the darkness of a long-forgotten room, a presence emerged, strange and deeply unsettling. Its movements defied the laws of nature, a creepy dance that sent chills into the man's soul. This creature, if you could call it that, had a face so terrifying that it carved nightmares into anyone who looked at it. Its face was twisted and distorted, like a grotesque imitation of a human. Its merciless eyes stared into the man's very soul, and a wicked grin twisted its unnatural lips. No one could understand how this abomination came to be or what sinister purpose it held. But one thing was clear. Those who saw this monstrous vision would forever be trapped in their own terror. The camera, a neutral recorder of reality, had frozen a horrifying moment in time, a moment that would haunt the world forever. In the face of such unspeakable horror, one truth remained. The darkness hides more than we can imagine, and the creatures that live there are not to be underestimated. Nightmare creature. In a room, a camera recorded something genuinely terrifying that sent the shivers down the spine. The wardrobe's door kept hitting its frame like a scary heartbeat, getting faster and scarier. Each thud reverberated through the air, and with each blow, fear intensified. Then, with the creepy swing, the door flew open like it was pulled by something evil. The camera showed a horrifying thing, a creature that seemed to come from a nightmare. It was all in the shadow, with sharp cuts on its body and red liquid dripping like a scary river. It made the scene even more scary. It looked like a ghost, not from our world. It made terrible, chilling screams. This monster, this living nightmare, was beyond understanding. Its screams were horrible, and it was haunting everyone around. In the flickering light, it stood there, a scary guardian of darkness. We had no idea why it was there or where it came from. The mystery of this horrifying encounter would haunt anyone who saw it. In that room, the camera captured something unbelievably scary, something that went beyond what we know and deep into the realm of the unimaginable. It was a sight that would stay with us forever, a journey into the darkest depths of fear. The bewildered fox. Imagine a predator getting afraid of its dismantled and dismembered prey, an appalling sight. Such a series of events was seen on a trail camera installed in perilous forests amidst the homes of obscured creatures. As the video began, a lonely fox was seen wandering through the forest, a rare event as foxes hunt with their leash. The fox was witnessed moving quietly and stealthily over a pile of dismantled animal corpses. The heap of dismembered flesh seemed to be a leftover of some other predator who didn't enjoy its prey and left it for other envious predators. The fox quietly sniffed the meat and lunged over the skeleton to nibble the flesh. Still, the lifeless structure made some uninviting movements due to its withered body. The fox felt a sudden thrust that baffled him out of his wits. It tried getting a bite of flesh, but those forceful thrusts were enough to keep it away from the slaughtered animal. The movement seemed unnatural, as if the fox had seen some supernatural force pulling the flesh for itself, or it could be a strong gust of wind. The tailless fox. In the extreme vastness of a thick forest, home to many mystic phantoms, a trail camera was set to record the unnatural and daunting set of events. The footage revealed strange movements by a peculiar predator. An uninviting scene of wilderness surrounded by tranquility and enigmatic abandonment was captured. The tall trees laden with twigs and bushes looked gloomier than usual, as if it were a realm of some unwelcoming creature, a door to an unseen world of hostile creatures hungry for worldly beings. In the video, a peculiar creature was seen popping from nowhere in sight, with big, bright, beaming eyes wandering here and there for its prey. The creature looked like a fox, with no tail and a very abnormal facial structure. Unlike the quiet and stealthy nature of the skulk of foxes, this creature was hopping and jumping quickly in search of its prey. The animal remained for a few minutes and escaped from the frame. Witnessing such a creature can be spooky for some people. In contrast for others, it raised a question about some other species of fox, or a fox without a tail due to some unfortunate events. However, nature is mystic and enigmatic. Mysterious Bridge Spectre Horror. In the middle of the night, a really scary video showed something unimaginably horrifying. In this video, there were some people walking along a desolate road, surrounded by a deep pitch-black darkness that seemed to engulf them completely. As they continued down this eerie path, an unsettling feeling of fear started to creep over them. Suddenly, something terrifying emerged, as if summoned from the deepest depths of despair. It was a tall, ghostly figure dressed in white, standing precariously on the edge of an old, crumbling bridge. Its presence felt like a warning of impending disaster. Those who saw it were overwhelmed by panic and rushed towards the mysterious figure. Driven by an instinct to help, their frantic cries cut through the silence of the night. But they couldn't reach in time. With a grim determination, the figure leaped from the edge of the bridge, falling into the abyss below. However, the truly chilling part was what happened next. Inexplicably, the ghostly figure didn't crash into the dark waters as you might expect. Instead, it vanished into the impenetrable darkness, leaving those who had witnessed this strange event utterly bewildered. They scoured the area, their hearts pounding with fear, but there was no sign of the figure. This unsettling incident left everyone with more questions than answers. What was that eerie creature? Why was it on the bridge? What dark purpose drove it to the edge of oblivion? Fear held them in its grip, like a thick, suffocated fog, sending shivers down their spines. Reality seemed to have unraveled into an unsolvable mystery, blurring the line between the world we know and the world of the supernatural. The secrets of that nightmarish encounter would forever remain hidden in the depths of the unknown, leaving everyone with a chilling riddle that defied explanation. Mysterious appearance of deer. In a quiet, everyday world where normal and extraordinary blend, a camera witnessed something strange. This happened on a peaceful day under the constant gaze of the sun, as if the world itself was keeping secrets. A man set out on a drive in his familiar car, unaware of the odd events that were about to shroud his reality. His car moved through the sunny spots of the day, heading to a calm park where nature usually held sway. Feeling inspired by the beauty around him, he aimed to capture a simple scene: 2 deer standing amidst the park's greenery. He pressed the camera's button, trying to capture the moment, but when he looked through the lens, a shiver ran down his spine. The 2 deer were no longer alone. A 3rd deer had appeared, seemingly out of thin air like a whisper from the unknown. The mystery grew deeper. The new deer looked normal, but its presence was eerie. It was like an ordinary deer, but felt otherworldly, a strange occurrence in the natural order. It stood there beside the regular deer, yet it existed in a way that defied what's normal. In that instant, the man's understanding of reality shattered, and confusion enveloped him. How could a deer just like the others appear without explanation? Where had it come from? And what world did it belong to? These questions were like puzzles, with no clear answers hidden in the strange picture. The camera didn't just capture a moment, it captured a puzzle that would stay with the man. It was a blend of the normal and the supernatural, where the riddle of the sudden appearance of the 3rd deer remained unsolved, its ghostly presence lingering in the realm of the unexplained. Mysterious creature in snowy woods. In the snowy wilderness of Canada, a strange event unfolded. A worker in the oil fields found himself in the heart of this isolated forest, where winter held everything in a frozen embrace. The air was bitterly cold, and the worker's breath hung in the frigid air. Little did he know what he'd capture with his camera. The world was blanketed in a deep layer of snow, untouched by human presence. Then, out of nowhere, his camera revealed a mysterious figure hidden among the trees. This creature stood out against the white backdrop, a massive form like a guardian from the ancient past. The creature's dark shape seemed to blend with deep woods, and its eyes, two shining orbs in the darkness, locked onto the camera with an eerie intensity. What was going on in its puzzling mind? Was it just curious about the approaching vehicle, or did it have secret plans of its own? As the oil machinery softly hummed, the forest new visitor remained an unsolved puzzle. What kind of creature was it? Where did it come from? And what was its purpose? These questions hung in the icy air, forever unanswered. It was like a being from Canadian legends, a sentinel of the woods, a herald of the unknown. While the camera kept recording, the enigmatic creature stayed in the snow-covered landscape, a mystery etched in the vastness of Canada's wilderness, an enduring enigma that watched over the north. Cursed Forest Horror Scene. The camera showed something really scary. There was a creepy forest, and next to it, a spooky road. It was daytime, but everything looked eerie. Two bikes were all smashed up on the road like there had been a really bad accident. It gave me chills to see them. And then, out of the dark forest, this horrible thing came out. I can't even describe it. It was like a nightmare come to life. It looked at the camera like it wanted to scare the life out of whoever was watching. Its smile was all twisted and wicked, and it made me feel super uncomfortable. This creature's smile was terrifying, like something from another world. It spread fear all around, making everyone who saw it feel really scared. The forest, which was already kind of scary, now seemed even worse because of this strange creature. The camera recorded it all, but it didn't explain anything. Nobody knew what this awful thing was or why it showed up. It left a big mystery and fear in everyone who saw it. It was a moment that gave everyone the creeps, and it's something you'd never forget. Impalas Combat. The sight was shrouded in mystery, as if nature itself had unveiled an enigmatic spectacle. A battle of antlered contenders vying for the favor of a single female. Strange, is it not? The very essence of the forest seemed to hold its breath, captivated by this unearthly occurrence. The lens of a camera unveiled the cryptic encounter, exposing two majestic deer locked in a fierce engagement. Their impressive antlers, usually a symbol of grace, were now wielded as weapons in a dance of dominance. Legend whispered that these duels were the dance of life itself, a ritual of selection where the victor claimed the privilege of passing on their lineage. This truth, though unusual to human eyes, wove a thread of continuity through generations, ensuring the strongest and most resilient descendants would continue the ancient cycle. The clash appeared savage, yet beneath the surface lay an understanding, an agreement not to extinguish, but to refine, not to kill, but to thrive. In this inexplicable theater of nature, a strange equilibrium reigned, sparking wonderment and an insatiable curiosity in the minds of those who dared to observe. Bears breaking into cars. The video shows a surprising and amusing scene of a wild bear breaking into a car and sitting on the driver's seat. The video was taken by a police officer. A large black bear was seen wandering around the parking lot looking for food. The bear was hungry and curious, and it noticed a car that had some food items inside. The car was locked, but that did not stop the bear. The bear used its claws and teeth to break into the car and open the door. It climbed inside the car and started to explore. It ate the food items, making a mess inside the car. The bear also found some other interesting objects in the car. It even honked the horn, attracting more attention. The bear seemed to enjoy its adventure, unaware of the damage it was causing. The police officer watched as the bear played with the car. He did not try to scare the bear away, as he knew that it could be dangerous. He hoped that the bear would leave soon without hurting itself or anyone else. The video ends with the bear still sitting on the driver's seat. The viewers have mixed feelings as some find these events funny while others are concerned about the damage the bear caused.
Open the door because Mama Bear is... Okay, go! Go!
The video shows a rare and funny event that illustrates the interaction between humans and bears. Buck fight. I witnessed an incredibly bizarre video depicting an eerie confrontation between two robust and vigorous moss deer. Their massive, twisted antlers told a tale of a mystifying struggle, as if they were battling over some enigmatic prize. With a fervor that seemed almost otherworldly, their antlers became entwined in a chaotic dance, as if fate itself had woven their destinies together. A palpable tension hung in the air as they relentlessly fought, an unseen force compelling them to clash. Suddenly, a third presence leaped into the fray, an enigmatic interloper drawn to the inexplicable duel. The struggle intensified, the forest seemingly holding its breath in anticipation. One contender, as if guided by an unseen hand, broke free from the entanglement and retreated, leaving the two others locked in their strange combat. In an uncanny twist, the third participant emerged victorious, driving the other two to flee in haste. This unnerving spectacle, captured by chance, left me utterly spellbound, a rare and perplexing glimpse into the mysteries of the natural world. Horror in the forest. Deep in a spooky forest where shadows seem to share secrets, a trail camera recorded something incredibly strange. In the video, a terrifying figure appears that's so weird it's impossible to understand. This mysterious creature looks a bit like a human, but it's been twisted into a horrifying nightmare. Its arms and legs are incredibly thin and twisted in a way that sends shivers down your spine, making you feel like something primal and terrifying is lurking nearby. The forest itself adds to the scare. It's filled with ancient, gnarled trees that create long, creepy shadows. Leaves rustle with an eerie sound, and the air feels heavy with fear. As the person telling the story talks, their voices tremble with fright. You can't help but get pulled deeper into this scary moment. It blurs the line between what's real and what's supernatural, making you question if the unbelievable might be true. Hunter polar bear. This video depicts a harrowing scene of a polar bear attacking a husky dog on the ice. The video's origin and location remain unknown. It shows a large polar bear approaching a group of dogs, likely catching them off guard. The bear pounces on a brown husky, clamping its jaws around the dog's body. Despite the dog's attempts to resist, it is overpowered by the bear's strength and weight. The bear repeatedly strikes the dog on the ice, causing severe injury and distress. Two other huskies, one black and white and the other black, are present, frantically circling and vocalizing in an attempt to distract the bear or help their companion. The video concludes with the polar bear still holding the dog, while the other two huskies continue their frantic movements. The outcome remains uncertain, leaving viewers with unanswered questions and concerns about the fate of the dogs. Bigfoot found on property. In a stunning video, Bigfoot, the mysterious creature, seems to have been found on Adrian Erickson's land. This video is causing a lot of excitement and surprise among researchers, who are confidently saying that Bigfoot is real. Why is this video so convincing? Well, cameras placed on Erickson's property captured Bigfoot walking deep in the jungle. This video has become a crucial piece of evidence and is truly amazing to see. As you watch the video, you'll feel like you're right in the forest where Bigfoot lives. The creature is huge, covered in hair, and takes slow, deliberate steps. It's hard to doubt what you're seeing. This discovery is a big deal and has brought new questions and excitement to Bigfoot research. The property is now at the center of Bigfoot stories, and this video is strong evidence that Bigfoot exists. The legend of Bigfoot just became a lot more real, and this is a story that will keep captivating our imaginations for a long time. Intruder bear. The video shows a funny and unexpected scene of a large black bear escaping from a backyard by climbing over a fence. The video was recorded by two homeowners. They had left some cupcakes in their car, which attracted the bear's attention. The bear broke into their car to eat the cupcakes. The homeowners heard the noise and went outside to see what was going on. They saw the bear in their backyard looking for more food. The homeowners decided to film the bear instead of chasing it away.
Jesus, my drop. You videotaping it?
They were amused by the bear's antics, but also worried about their safety and their property. They kept a safe distance from the bear while filming its activities. The bear realized that it was trapped in the backyard, and it looked for a way out. It spotted a fence that separated the backyard from the road. The fence was about 6 feet high. The bear decided to climb over the fence instead of going around it. The fence was not strong enough to support the bear's weight, and it bent and squashed under the pressure.
Oh, yep, he broke it.
Crap.
The bear managed to reach the top of the fence. It wobbled and swung on the wire, trying to avoid falling down. The homeowners watched as the bear struggled to escape the fence. They wondered if the bear would hurt itself or get stuck on the wire. The video ends with the bear still hanging on the fence, while the homeowners continue to film and comment. The viewers are left wondering what will happen next. The video shows a rare and amusing event that highlights the interaction between humans and wildlife. Goat versus kangaroo. Deep within a lonely, desert-like forest, a camera captured something truly strange, an unexpected showdown between two big beasts of the wild. This wasn't your everyday encounter. It was like a secret dance in the wilds, full of mystery. On one side, there stood a hefty male kangaroo, a symbol of untamed strength, relying on its bulging, muscular legs. On the other side, a tough male goat, with its twisty horns, stood firm, showing no intention to back down. The whole scene was a puzzle. We couldn't fathom why they fought, but their determination was crystal clear. The kangaroo, big and imposing, had a moment of hesitation in the goat's presence. The goat with quivering legs didn't seem to give in to fear, even though it faced a much larger foe. But this goat was no pushover. It raised its tail high and faced the kangaroo head-on, matching every powerful blow with unyielding resolve. Their struggle was intense, and it felt like time itself was holding its breath, watching this strange duel. As the fight raged on, something unexpected happened. The kangaroo, maybe tired of the relentless brawl, wanted to leave. Yet the goat, caught up in some strange determination, kept chasing the kangaroo, turning the whole thing into a surreal spectacle that left us puzzled and fascinated. In that odd, desert-like forest, we witnessed a mysterious battle where bravery, strength, and an unknown motive clashed. More questions than answers were left in our minds, and a haunting image of this enigmatic duel stayed with us. Bizarre alien encounter. On a dark night, a camera recorded something truly unsettling in an abandoned grocery store, creating an eerie and mysterious scene. The camera focused on a terrifying figure, a bizarre mix of something not quite human and not quite a ghost. Just looking at it sent shivers down your spine. It continually banged its head against the refrigerator filled with drinks, creating a horrifying noise that echoed through the empty store. The grocery store seemed like it had been abandoned for ages, as if even nature itself wanted to stay far away from whatever malevolent force was at play. Strangely, the creature hidden in the shadows of the night somehow sensed the camera's presence. It moved closer with an unnatural, disjointed gait, its legs twisted in a scary manner. What made it even more chilling was the eerie glow emanating from its mouth and eyes, casting a sinister light on the scene. How it became aware of the camera's presence remained a mystery. The air grew heavy with fear, a feeling of impending doom that was almost tangible. In this terrifying moment, the creature's purpose remained unknown, a dark secret concealed in the shadows. The camera's recording left everyone who watched it with a lasting sense of dread, haunted by unanswered questions that may never be resolved. Mysterious cat with two faces. In our everyday world, there's something truly unusual, something that breaks the rules of normal life. Have you ever seen a cat with two faces and three eyes? A creature so captivating it seems to exist on the edge of what's real. Once a camera captured this astonishing sight, etching it into memory like a haunting tune. This extraordinary being was found resting in the heart of a home, lounging on a familiar sofa, hinting at being the beloved pet of the household. Its fur, a captivating blend of black and white, painted a picture of duality that went deeper than just its colors. But it wasn't the contrasting shades that held your attention. It was the fact that it had two faces, like a symphony of opposites, and a third eye shining mysteriously between them. This trio of features defied all logic, challenging the very rules of biology. Its gaze, a powerful and inscrutable trifecta, seemed to peer into hidden worlds, leaving an indelible mark of otherworldliness. This cat, this puzzle wrapped in fur, felt like an envoy from realms far beyond our grasp. In a world often confined by ordinary routines, such a remarkable oddity reminds us to question what we know and to embrace the inexplicable. It shows us the astonishing diversity that exists in our society, a reminder that the unusual can find its place even in the most familiar corners of our world. Creatures like this defy the usual, whispering that mysteries are all around us, even in the everyday. Bizarre monster. In the dark of night, a spooky camera caught a bunch of campers. They were having a good time, laughing and watching movies by a flickering fire in the woods. But they didn't know something creepy was nearby. Suddenly, a weird, bone-chilling sound filled the air. It scared them big time. They grabbed their weak torchlights, trying to find where that scary noise came from. They searched all around, but there was nothing but silence in the forest. Still feeling scared, they pushed on, step by scary step. And then, out of nowhere, a freaky creature showed up. It was like a messed up human with 6 legs, moving all weirdly and making strange sounds. Seeing this nightmare creature, they freaked out. They ran for their lives, leaving everything behind. They didn't know where that monster came from or what it wanted, but it was super scary. That night would haunt them forever. It was a night when reality turned into a terrifying nightmare in the deep, dark woods. Creepy creature. Chilling forest mystery. In a spooky, dark forest at night, a trail camera recorded something that would terrify even the bravest people. The woods were eerily quiet, except for the rustling of leaves, which seemed burdened with hidden truths. In the midst of this ominous darkness, the trail camera spotted a single deer. It moved gracefully through the forest, bathed in silver moonlight. The deer's isolation in the midst of this unknown territory added to the sense of unease. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a mysterious figure appeared behind the deer. It had a strange, indistinct shape that left observers with an eerie feeling. This figure didn't walk like a normal person. It glided, defying the laws of nature. As it got closer to the camera, its intentions became even more baffling. Instead of just passing by, it stood in front of the camera for a while, casting a terrifying monstrous shadow, and then suddenly disappeared. The figure's features were concealed by impenetrable darkness, leaving nothing but a sense of impending dread. Nobody could make sense of it. The frozen image and the trail camera defied any logical explanation. It was an enigma that sent shivers down the spines of all who saw it, a riddle that had no solution. This malevolent mystery hinted at ancient sinister forces lurking within the unknown heart of the forest, their secrets woven into the sinister tapestry of the night. Bears chalked off by a French bulldog. In a quiet house during a sunny midday, a camera captured a scene that felt extraordinary. Shadows moved mysteriously across the room, hiding their secrets, as sunlight peeked through the curtains, creating an intriguing atmosphere. At the heart of this mysterious setting was Jules, a small French bulldog weighing only 20 pounds. He might have seemed too tiny to face a challenge, but Jules had a bravery that went beyond his size. On this day, he would show remarkable courage. Outside, there were strange visitors near the house. Massive bears, formidable and curious, loitered with an air of uncertainty. The world held its breath as the fearless bulldog confronted these intimidating intruders. Jules, although small in the grand scheme of things, didn't hesitate to protect his territory with an intensity that defied logic. With each step he took, Jules barked with a resounding authority, his fearless spirit echoing through the air. His small stature didn't matter when faced with the large bears. It was as though an ancient warrior spirit flowed within him, urging him onward. The camera captured every determined move, every fearless bark, and every glance that seemed to challenge the very essence of nature. In these moments, the line between the ordinary and the extraordinary blurred. A small dog, unwavering in the face of danger, stood as the guardian of his domain. Jules' remarkable act of bravery became a part of history, leaving an enduring mark on the story of a mysterious day. The scene, unfolding in broad daylight, remained an enigma to those who witnessed it, a testament to the deep and impenetrable mysteries of courage, resilience, and the bond between humans and animals. Nightmare in the Woods. A camera captures a moment straight out of a nightmare in the eerie calm of a moonlight forest. The dense trees cloaked in mist provided a frightening, suspenseful mood. A magical goat-shaped infant monster arose in the center of this haunted woodland.
What? What the f*** is this?
Its form strange and unnerving, its eyes shone with heavenly insight, and its tiny hooves left a permanent imprint on the woodland floor. The air became thick with suspense as the camera approached the intriguing creature with caution. Suddenly, a giant, scary apparition emerged from the shadows. The mother, a goat-shaped monster with malevolent eyes. She sprang towards the invader with lightning speed, her hooves pounding the earth like thunderclaps. The terrifying moment when panic overwhelmed the camera person was captured on video. He tried to leave, but the monster chased the spectator fiercely, her snarls booming through the jungle. The footage provided a disturbing view into a mysterious realm where truth and nightmare mingled. It left spectators in wonder and dread, tormented by the picture of the mystic infant creature and its demonic mother's murderous rage. A witness to frightening mysteries beyond human knowledge. Eerie ghostly encounter unveiled. In an old spooky building where dark shadows danced strangely, something truly bizarre occurred. A video surfaced that showed something so terrifyingly unnatural that it continues to haunt anyone who lays eyes on it. The video, hidden in the depths of the internet, revealed a presence that defied all logic. In the dim, flickering light of a camera, a figure emerged, pale and without a face.
Light. Yo.
It appeared in a window as if summoned from a deep, dark abyss. It radiated an eerie, otherworldly white light that felt like it came from nowhere, and it defied all explanation.
Where's the light? Yo.
This figure, this specter, seemed to belong to a realm beyond our understanding. This encounter was nothing short of horrifying. The figure moved in an unsettling way, as if it were something not of this world. Its very presence sent chills down the spine, making the air around it feel cold and oppressive. As the camera shakily moved, it revealed a sight that could make even the bravest souls tremble. A pale, emaciated face with empty eye sockets peered through a filthy window. It was a grotesque sight, a vision of terror. The figure seemed to be dressed in a tattered hospital gown stained with something dark. A cruel mockery of life and death, its distorted appearance hinted at unimaginable suffering. The video left those who watched it with more questions than answers. It was a grainy, distorted glimpse into a world of the unexplained. The eerie aura of this encounter continued to puzzle and terrify, as if it was part of some dark and hidden conspiracy. This was a mystery that beckoned from the shadows, a reminder that there are realms beyond our comprehension. It serves as a chilling testament to the mysteries of the supernatural, a reminder that some secrets may never be unraveled, forever taunting those who seek to understand the unknown. Masks of Terror. In this creepy and mysterious video, something really scary happened. Imagine a small girl wearing a terrifying Purge-themed mask appearing on a door camera in the dark. The mere sight of her sent a sudden wave of terror through anyone who stumbled upon this unsettling scene, like a ghost suddenly emerging from nowhere. This child, hidden behind the eerie mask, created unexpected and spine-tingling fear. As she stood there in the darkness, she seemed like a ghostly figure, and the fear she brought felt real and bone-chilling, making everyone who saw it freeze in terror. Firstly, as the video played, there was a collective gasp of fear from those who watched. The little girl, wrapped in mystery, moved closer to the door, making the night feel like a nightmare. The suspense in the video built up like a scary movie, sending shivers down your spine. Her unrelenting gaze through those hollow eye sockets of the mask made you wonder who she was and what her dark purpose might be. Why had she chosen the middle of the night for this eerie visit? The night air became thick with a sense of foreboding and unease. People watching had so many questions, but the answers were buried beneath the menacing presence of this masked figure. She seemed like a phantom lurking in the dark, her true intentions hidden by a shroud of mystery. The video continued and the atmosphere got colder, and the unknown weighed heavily on the hearts of those who witnessed this chilling encounter. It was like a glimpse into a terrifying world where reality and horror blurred, leaving everyone to wonder if they had seen something beyond the ordinary, something truly and profoundly dreadful. Super Sheepdog. In a remote wilderness captured by a vigilant trail camera, a remarkable event unfolds, showcasing the courage of a sheepdog as it becomes the unexpected hero of a flock of sheep facing a fierce bear. This astonishing footage reveals a gripping struggle between predator and protector, a story of survival that leaves a lasting impression. In a tranquil wilderness, a peaceful flock of sheep graze, unaware of the lurking danger. A hungry bear targets the defenseless herd with relentless determination. Suddenly, a valiant sheepdog springs into action, despite the apparent mismatch in size and strength. It charges at the bear with unwavering resolve, snarling and barking. The bear hesitates and eventually retreats thanks to the big dog's bravery. The small but mighty sheepdog accomplishes the impossible, saving the entire flock from the ferocious bear. This encounter, immortalized by a trail camera, is a reminder that heroes come in all sizes and species, reaffirming the extraordinary bond between humans and their loyal animal companions. Bears playing in water. In the heart of a remote forest where secrets whispered among ancient trees, an elusive spectacle unfolded, shrouded in mystery. The silent sentinel, a trail camera, bore witness to an enchanting moment few have ever glimpsed. Two shadowy figures emerged from the obsidian depths of the wilderness, bears cloaked in the moon's gentle glow. As the monsoon's tears cascaded from the heavens, one of these enigmatic creatures ventured forth. With a graceful step, it entered a clearing where an enigmatic water tub awaited, its purpose veiled in darkness. The bear, with fur glistening like midnight silk, stepped into the tub's embrace. Then a sight that defied all logic unfolded. The bear, not content with the moon's rain, summoned a cascade of water, turning it into its own personal shower. The forest watched in hushed reverence as the bear frolicked, its movements both eerie and captivating. It danced with the water, a spectral waltz of fur and liquid, as if it held the secrets of the forest in its embrace. This rare, almost otherworldly spectacle left an indelible mark, a tapestry of mystery, cuteness, and wonder etched in the animals. Roaming warthog. In a safari park deep within the mysterious shadows, a puzzling video emerged, wrapped in secrets. Under the sheltering darkness of the trees, a group of powerful lions rested, their eyes gleaming like fiery secrets of the wild. Then an unexpected hero, a brave warthog, appeared with a heart full of courage. It dashed forward, defying all odds. The mighty lions, rulers of the savannah, were startled, rising like specters awakened from a haunting dream. What motivated this unusual hero to confront the top predators remains a mystery, concealed in the depths of that intriguing footage. Was it driven by a purpose, or was it a mysterious encounter with destiny? The wilderness holds its secrets waiting to be uncovered in this heart-pounding meeting of courage and the unknown. Creepy encounter. During the night, the lights in the house were turned off, and a camera that monitors everything discovered something really peculiar. It was in the dining room, which is where people would traditionally gather to eat together, but now an odd occurrence was taking place there. Strange forms that did not appear to be from our world suddenly materialized in front of the camera. A terrifying creature appeared on the film, which caused the atmosphere in the room to become eerie and unsettling. Was it a ghost or a spirit that had passed on from this world? And was it hostile? Or was it something peculiar that came from a location that we're not familiar with? Its form shifted in a sinister manner, much like the way the shape of a candle shifts when the breeze blows. Every time we looked at a different painting, we were left with more questions, and the atmosphere in the room became more unsettling. The dining area had transformed into a portal leading to an otherworldly realm, a location that was incompatible with everyday life. But one thing was abundantly clear: a very weird object had left its mark there, and we were able to see it forever in the peculiar film. Haunted office horror. Late into the night, within a hushed office, a man diligently worked, completely unaware of the impending terror lurking in the shadows. The room, bathed in a faint, eerie glow, bore an unsettling atmosphere that something was awry. Then an icy breeze sliced through the room, causing him to shudder involuntarily. The bizarre and spine-tingling events unfolded in rapid succession. A chilling noise shattered the silence as a bottle toppled over, and papers fluttered into chaos, as if a malevolent specter orchestrated their macabre dance. Fear gripped his heart as he approached a chair that had been mysteriously upended. A guttural growl reverberated in the room, and to his sheer disbelief, the chair was propelled backward by an unseen sinister force. Paralyzed with dread, he stumbled away, his heart racing like a drumbeat of doom. In blind panic, he sprinted for the exit, never daring to cast a backward glance. That office had transformed into a nightmarish realm, a place where the boundaries between reality and the supernatural blurred irreversibly. The horrifying ordeal left him with a tale of horror that would haunt him every waking moment. Dogs versus coyotes. Cougar encounter. Discover the exciting story of a unique animal encounter that made Beach Canyon close temporarily. Hikers saw a rare cougar, and that made everyone take quick safety steps. This is important for the safety of visitors and the cougar, a local animal you hardly ever see. Beach Canyon is known for its beautiful nature. There are forests, streams, and lots of animals. But when hikers met a cougar, they had to be safe. Experts who know about animals are watching closely to make sure the cougar is okay and can go back to its home. While the canyon is closed for now, it reminds us how amazing nature is. This closing shows we want to keep nature safe for animals and people. We hope the cougar can go back home soon. While we wait, let's remember how great Beach Canyon is and how we need to take care of it. And don't worry, the beauty of nature will always be here, ready for you to enjoy again. Baboons Brawl. The unsettling scene of a baboon brawl sent shivers through all who witnessed it. Caught by the unblinking gaze of the camera, two olive baboons locked in a frenzied clash, their wild struggle disturbingly evident. These creatures, known to wreak havoc upon fellow animals and even their own kind, seem to revel in inflicting harm and death. Emerging primarily from the shadows of Uganda, their sinister reputation precedes them, and tales of their brutal confrontations have haunted the narratives of local communities. The cryptic footage unveiled a nightmarish tableau, baboons barking with a malevolence that cut through the silence, desperate to conquer and vanquish their opponent, leaving scars of carnage etched into the landscape. This macabre spectacle, a curious dance of brutality, has cast a long, chilling shadow over the collective psyche, forever marking us with the haunting awareness of their enigmatic and terrifying presence, a remainder of the untamed darkness that persists in the heart of the wild. Sky-hanging jetpack. Imagine looking up at the busy Los Angeles sky. It's like a never-ending blue painting. But hold on, what's that? It's a human-shaped figure, just like a playful toy, hanging in the air like a superhero defying gravity. This isn't a scene from a science fiction movie. It's the surprising story of the jetpack sightings in the City of Angels. Think about it. You're staring up and suddenly you see someone wearing a jetpack, frozen in the sky as if time itself stopped. It's really amazing and makes you wonder if the laws of physics are being challenged. And guess what? It's not just a few people who have seen this. Even big airlines have witnessed this unbelievable thing. It's almost like something you'd read in a comic book. People wearing jetpacks floating in the air, making everyone who sees them can't believe their eyes. It's like a legend or a mystery that you'd hear about in stories. A puzzle that's hard to solve. So, there you have it, a tale that mixes the fun of childhood dreams with the unbelievable stories from real people. Jetpacks hanging in the sky like a quick dream, without any clear answer, leaving us thinking about how incredible people's imaginations can be and the huge sky above us. Mysterious bear. In the heart of July in Vermont, a magical time when rain transformed ponds into nature's spa, something extraordinary occurred. Caught by a trail camera in broad daylight, the scene was nothing short of astonishing. A sleek black bear bigger than life ventured into the water, embracing the moment with pure delight. The immense creature seemed to revel in its impromptu bath, splashing around as if in celebration. The trail camera, a silent witness, preserved this rare spectacle that left all who saw it utterly flabbergasted. The bear's uninhibited enjoyment was a sight to behold, a reminder that even in the wild, there exists a world of wonder and surprises. Nature's quirkiness had been laid bare, forever etched in the memory of those who stumbled upon this marvel. Woodpeckers and wildlife. Once upon a time in a big green forest land, a man had a cool idea. He wanted to see those woodpeckers near those boots with red heads that go caw-caw-caw on trees. So he got a special camera called a trail cam. This trail cam was like a secret asset. The man set it up in the forest and waited. He hoped to catch the woodpeckers in action. Woodpeckers are like nature's carpenters. They make little homes by pecking holes in tree cases. Days turned into nights, and nights turned into days. The man was patient. He did not want to disturb the woodpeckers, so he stayed far down. One sunny morning, the man checked his trail cam. Guess what? He saw the woodpeckers. They were busy pecking holes in the trees. It was amazing to watch. They tapped and tapped, making bitty doorways for themselves. The man made a videotape from the trail cam footage. He showed it to his family and everyone on the internet. People loved it. They learned how woodpeckers work hard to make cozy homes. And so, in that big green timber, thanks to the man's clever idea and his safe trail cam, the secret lives of woodpeckers were revealed for everyone to enjoy. Bears and beasts. Once there was a man who lived near a big forest land. He loved to watch the creatures that lived there, so he placed a special camera in the forest land. This camera was called a trail cam. It could take screens of creatures when the man was not around. The man was actually curious about the black bears that lived in the forest land. He wanted to see them up close, but he knew they were shy. So he left his trail cam near their paths. But the trail cam did not just capture bears. It also caught movies of other creatures like deer, runners, and possums. The man was amazed by the secret lives of these animals. He used the film to tell stories in a videotape. He participated in these stories with his intimates and families. They all loved the tales of the forest land and the creatures that called it home, and the man was happy because he could watch the creatures without disturbing them. Chilling lions. As the tourists walked into the middle of the forest, they saw something surprising and really exciting. Among the thick trees and plants, they found a bunch of big lions lying down in the warm afternoon sun. These tough animals, known for being wild and strong, were caught resting quietly, which doesn't happen often. Everything seemed quiet as the tourists saw something amazing, a nice moment between a mother lion and her playful baby. The little lion, full of innocence and love, was cuddling with its mom. It showed how much they cared about each other, even in the wild outdoors. The tourists couldn't help but be interested in this really special thing they were seeing. They took out their cameras and took pictures, making the calm moment last forever. Time seemed to slow down while the travelers looked at this strange and stunning sight. It was like taking a picture of nature's two sides, the strong and the calm, both together without saying anything. For a short time, the forest became peaceful, and the visitors got a quick look into the secret lives of these amazing animals. This was a short and rare meeting, like a peek into a world that's not often seen. And when the tourists left, they kept a memory that would always make them feel excited, a memory of lions resting peacefully caught in a moment of amazing beauty. Rescued lion. So there's this video where a guy talks about this intense scene he witnessed. There's this lone lion, right? But then he gets cornered by a whole gang of hyena. Can you imagine that? The lion must have felt so trapped and terrified, surrounded by all those hyenas. They were all going after him, and it seemed like they wanted to take him down because he was all by himself. The hyenas were biting at him and making these really scary noises. It must have been a really tough situation for the lion. But wait, here comes the twist. Just when things looked super dire, another lion entered the scene. Yeah, out of the blue, this other lion shows up from the forest. And guess what? This new lion starts taking on the hyenas, kind of like saying, "Hey, back off, leave this lion alone." It's like a total hero moment. The new lion fights off the hyenas, and you can imagine the hyenas scattering, realizing they're outnumbered now. The lion that was trapped gets a lifeline thanks to this unexpected savior. It's pretty awesome how this second lion just comes to the rescue and turns the whole situation around. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.